What up, my brothers?
Station. What's cracking? I didn't know we were all going to be in here. I was setting some stuff up and shit. Like, oh, busted.
I knew you were gonna.
What up? What's going on, guys?
Well, y'all the co-hosts today, man.
Boom.
Yeah, I got 3 co-hosts today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whatever, my little bro. Yeah, though, bro. Good to be here. Sadly, Robbie's not here, but it's gonna be a fun one tonight. We got Killer Klowns from Outer Space, 1988. I love
Killer Klowns,
bro. I wish I could have got the Arrow release.
Yeah, this is a sick ass cover.
It's a cool steelbook, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this was like some Day of the Dead, because I have a Carrie one that's kind of similar to this. It's a steelbook too, but this is my favorite one, dude.
Nice. I told a girl at work that we were covering this tonight, and she showed me her friend makes cakes, and she made like that face right there into a cake.
Really?
Yeah, it looked sick as shit.
Yeah, I fucking love. Dude, this is a movie, man, that I've been watching since I was like 3 years old, straight up, bro. Like I was like the Poltergeist kid, bro. Like my mom came in pitch black room, and I'm just like Indian legs crossed, or whatever you say. And how do you say that? How you sit with your legs crossed?
I say Indian style, but I feel like that's getting canceled like any minute. Better figure something else out.
Watching that like the Poltergeist kid though, bro, and just I always loved it, man. It's just so much fun. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to take serious. Mm-hmm. It's just a schlocky B movie. It's a fucking movie directed by like a bunch of brothers that were huge practical effects, wizards, you know what I mean? Like they're just insane, and they came together and made a movie. So I always love movies that are done or directed and created by guys that were working in, like the practical effects company. They always do fun ass movies. They just always do like Pumpkinhead. That was Stan Winston. It's a huge makeups guy. So he fucking got that shit going. Oh, I guess we do got the co-host.
Hey-o.
Bueller.
Hey, shit.
What up, fellas?
Can you hear us?
What's going on?
Oh, yeah. Sir.
I can barely hear them. Can you hear them?
It's probably for the better.
Verno?
He's loud.
Fucking Bueller.
Verno is loud.
He's loud. I've been on the show before.
He's loud?
What's up, y'all?
What's going on? When I had Bueller on the show, I'm like, oh, I got this old guy on. He probably can't hear well. Let me just turn everything up.
Yes,
Did you hear him? Did you hear what he just said?
He said, I have money. He said, old guy.
Fired.
Old.
What's up, y'all? How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. How are you, man? I didn't think you were making it tonight.
We didn't want to make it.
We're not gonna make it, but I figured since we had Bueller in the house, we just pop in and say what's up.
Dude, that's sick, bro. I forgot you guys were hanging out together. What y'all up to?
Where is this audio coming from? My computer?
It's very quiet.
It's very quiet.
Dylan, I heard you got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Somebody said yes.
Right, I know.
Congratulations, buddy. Happy birthday.
Thank you, brother. I do appreciate it.
Proud of you, man. Miracles.
Dude, I'm
do
proud
come
of
true.
you. Got the Bueller bus.
Yeah, I'm gonna come pick you up, take you for a ride.
Big. Hell
That
yeah,
didn't
bro.
sound creepy.
Station stuff. Station.
Then it
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
so creepy.
it was weird to see you next to another human being when I turned down Pop Culture Philosophy earlier.
Yeah, he doesn't like other people sitting next to him.
What did you just say?
If you don't like other people sitting next to you.
Now this-
He's not used to not having headphones in.
Yeah, he doesn't like that at all either. He was just bitching about it.
I was for like 5 minutes, like, bro, we need headphones.
like,
I gotta
what?
find my splitter. He's like, nah, just go in, use your computer audio. I can't hear shit.
I can hear it. It's not loud, but I can hear it.
Why is my
No
computer audio?
excuses.
It's probably because you got a shitty computer.
This is not shit. Somebody say something.
Hey yo,
Yeah, I can hear you.
He said, "Ayo, that's what that we're trying to hear him."
Say something again.
You turn
Check
the volume
one, two.
all the way down. Turn it all
I'm
the way
testing something. Why are you like this? We're interrupting their show.
up. They haven't even started the show yet. Besides, you already covered this freaking movie before on your channel. You did the same show. This is a repeat of what you did before. Wasn't he on that show?
Yeah, he was.
So you're just doing the same movie on a different channel?
But
Another review? Your review was like 3 hours on your channel. We're gonna put another 2 hours out there for the
Bueller
people
always
to watch.
Bueller always gives me shit that our movie reviews are longer than the movies sometimes.
They're like an hour.
Lawrence of Arabia is only when it was longer than the review.
We've never
They're
done
like an
that.
hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
So how are y'all doing?
I'm good, man. Just chilling.
Any of y'all go to Free Comic Book Day?
No, I wanted to. I wanted that Donald Duck book.
He'll get one for you.
Which one?
Donald Duck.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
that
any
was one
more?
we looked like we were running out of.
Never mind.
Did you get one?
Oh. Donald
Did they
Duck.
get red? Did they get any Red Room?
No, Red Room was last year. Fantagraphics did the Donald Duck this year.
Yeah.
But there was a Bone Orchard Mythos
Yeah.
one.
David was
Mm.
telling me about that. That was
So
dope.
that's definitely one to check out. And then there was a Valiant one that had the first work on Bloodshot from Dennis Camp, friend of the show,
Mm,
and John Davis Hunt. Not
Oh,
a,
nice.
not
Yeah.
yet.
not yet, not yet.
Soon to be.
But we just wanted to bust in here and say what's up to y'all.
Hell yeah.
And we
Oh,
hope you have a
yeah.
good show. Bueller's going to karaoke with us tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing songs.
Nice.
What's your first song? You can figure it out.
Man,
told you, more than words.
definitely record that shit.
definitely
Well,
2 phones.
We
Two
will
angles.
record it.
more than words.
More than words? Are you
Yeah.
going to do it by yourself?
Y'all do both parts. Weren't they brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one's just harmony.
Yeah.
That'll be there.
Yeah.
And we'll be in the audience. We'll be singing with you, bro.
I doubt it.
We have
They're
you.
gonna leave.
Wait till you see it. They got this mural that's going to be behind you. It's got Gene Simmons from Kiss on it
Great.
and a bunch of other people.
Great.
Anyway, Bueller loves this movie, Killer Klowns.
Yeah, it's good.
What would you give it out of 5 slips?
4. It's got clowns in it.
My man. Did you
I
go
like
see
it.
the
I
new
have
Doctor Strange, Bueller?
What?
Did you see the new Doctor Strange?
Yeah, man, it's great.
You
He
liked
hasn't
it?
seen
No, I didn't see it yet. But I heard like Doctor Strange in it. He's got 3 eyeballs.
Yeah.
That was in the preview. So.
Is your phone going off again?
So knock it off. So what?
Oh, man.
So my phone goes off.
This dude thinks so much of himself, man.
What the fuck are you talking about? It goes, stuff goes through the phone. He gets all mad because of his messages and stuff.
No, it's okay. I'm just a little jealous of all the attention on Bueller. That's all.
Can't help it.
You're sitting right next to him,
He's
Robbie.
magnetic.
Don't look at my phone.
Anyway, Bueller's a cool dude. I love him.
Yeah.
This has been a treat.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
This isn't the first time you guys have met in person, is it? Or is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Wow.
My
Who's
long-distance
taller?
brother.
Yeah, I think there's COVID fucked it up. Yeah, I bet you Bueller's taller than Robbie.
Dude, what I want to know is how fucking tall is Tamer Time Tollshoe?
Tolshoe's tall. He's probably as tall as
Yeah,
you.
he's a big dude.
Dude, the
bro.
picture you put up on
He is big.
Instagram, he's
Like
like 12 foot
6'5".
tall.
That's his name?
Dude, he's
His
probably
name's John. I
taller
call
than
him
me.
Hammer Time Holshoe.
Okay. Yeah.
How tall, Bueller? How tall are you?
Not that tall.
He's tall as fuck, y'all. He's at least a head taller than me.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I'm wondering just because I'm like 6'4".
You know, if you
6'5".
lose for every 10 pounds of
Great.
fat you lose,
Dylan, you're
you get a
6'4".
little bit taller.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Dylan's
if you
tall.
lose
like
60 pounds,
6'4"
your dick's going to be
and a half,
7 inches long.
That's right.
I
Isn't
didn't
that
know
crazy
tall.
stuff?
I knew tall, but-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
we're
know.
like the shortest dudes here.
That's a good
That's
one.
funny. I'm,
I hate
I'm,
that I can't hear them right
I was
now.
thinking about
This
lying.
sucks.
I can hear him.
Yeah, I was
You can
gonna say,
hear-
right? You know, I'm a.
No, bro,
That was
Vern, I
fine.
already know you're like 5'10".
That guy just asked that guy for $1.
That's
And he's like, no way,
Had a
man.
good day,
I'll
you
give
know.
you $1.
All right, we don't want to wreck your show. Y'all, have a good one. Love
Peace
y'all.
Hey,
See you guys.
Happy
I
Robbie
want, I
week.
want videos of that karaoke.
Go for the
Well,
high
what are we
notes.
doing next week, Dylan?
Oh, I know what we should do,
Uh,
dude. I know what we should do.
What is?
That's coming out next
yeah.
week. Next Friday the 13th, there's a big movie coming out on Peacock.
Oh yeah, the Firestarter double feature.
That's what we should do.
Oh,
The original and the remake.
They just added the original to Peacock as well.
Nice.
That's what we're
Jelani. Jelani's in the chat. Hey,
Good
Bueller's
old
going to
Chad.
karaoke with us, Jelani.
Robbie, you got it. So
No shit.
y'all, so everyone can easily watch the original and then watch the new one since it's free.
All right. Love you guys. Thanks for letting us crash in for a moment.
Have fun, guys.
Have a good
Yeah.
show.
Got them, Robbie.
Shin Brothers.
Peace.
Pop, pop, boom.
Papa boom.
Hopefully you got that. I need a thumbnail.
That was
when I
like,
think for it.
That was like the BS show all over again. I loved it. Rest in peace, Sam, man.
If old boy can't whip you up a thumbnail, we can take care of it, Dylan. Ain't no thing. I think it's a good idea. I think it's fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching it. Firestarter, that is, next week.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the original too. So
Yeah.
Dude, I know we'll get
Like,
into it
nervous.
next week. I just watched the first half hour of the original, and I was like, this is why I wanted to say it. I was debating on whether or not to watch it or not. And
yeah,
as soon as I started watching, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I watched this because I had forgot everything about
I forgot.
Firestarter other than
Yeah.
the fire. Like
Yeah.
I forgot it. It's like an X-Men movie, and I forgot. It's totally, yeah. There's a lot going on that I didn't remember.
I'm down.
J Money. Yeah, dude. I wish John Carpenter directed it, but I was kind of nervous to go check back on it just because it's been a while since I've seen the original one,
Mhm.
and it is just kind of like an X-Men movie. So sometimes that's why I'm like, is it a horror movie? You know, but
Right.
it'll be fun to dive into those. It's been a while
Definitely.
since I've seen that one.
Me too, man. Forever and a day.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to finishing it. Killer clowns. Anytime there's silence, that's what I'm doing tonight.
Good, bro. So, for who, any of y'all first time watching this? Vern, Steph, y'all never saw this? Fable?
A little bit. I've seen bits and pieces of this movie over the years. This is the first time I just sat through it beginning to end.
Yeah.
Nice.
You just sat through it too, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Like
'Cause it's not that long. It's not that long. It's like what, an hour and 20?
Hour
hour
28.
20. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, with the fucking credits, it's hour
Right.
20, I bet.
Right.
But yeah, damn. So, shit. Vern, what were your initial thoughts on this, bro?
This is one of those movies that I've always known about but never seen. Always looked at the cover, thought it was dope, thought I should check it out. I've heard bad things about it, but from normies, as one might say, muggles, as Robbie might say. But so watching it, I get why it's a cult classic. It's not a good movie, but I did like it. I definitely did have fun with it. Like I enjoyed it. I watched it twice. The acting is pretty rough, obviously. The characters, there's not a lot going on. Story wise, there's not a lot going on. The clowns are fun. My favorite part is the gags. Like I like the
Yeah.
gags. Like I get it. You know what I mean? It's like you could just imagine a couple people or these brothers sit in a room together and like, okay, what are all the clown tropes? Cotton candy, pie in the face,
Balloon
popcorn.
animals.
What's
Yeah.
any? Yeah, balloon animals, the fireman thing. Like, and then they just did those bits, and the story's not much,
Yeah.
but it's definitely fun. I enjoyed it. I laughed, and yeah, it was a good time. I will say the thing that I kind of like the most about it is how you remember the scene with the silly straw or the crazy straw, like where he's sitting there, like that's like exactly that's what this movie does. That's like unique to it, where it's funny and scary at the same time. It's not like
Yeah.
a scary movie where it's like just like a parody. It's like creepy and like hysterical, like how slow they're going up with the straw and how long it is. Like that
Right.
pan up. It's like a Family Guy joke, but it's also super eerie and creepy at the same time.
Right.
So it's cool, man. I'm really glad that I watched the movie, but I didn't love it. It's not one of my favorites. Had I grown up with it, like my friend Dylan, then I probably would feel differently about it for sure.
Yeah.
So it was solid. I'm glad I checked it off the list.
Yeah, it's a fun one, definitely. Fable, my brother. What did you think of it, bro? What are your initial reactions?
My initial reactions was like, who made this thing? Like, who, like I'm watching. This is the most bizarre, crazy idea. You know what I mean? That you put on film, and it's like Vern said, it's not good, but it's super entertaining, right? Like you kind of just keep watching just to see how crazy this movie can get. And the gags are funny. Like there are some of them that are pretty hilarious. And there's some parts where it does get kind of creepy. Like, and I wish there was a little more of that. If there was a little more of that, I probably would have liked this movie a lot more. But it's wildly entertaining, it's inventive. But yeah, at the end of the day, like you said, it's a B schlock film. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. The Steph, my man.
They said it best. It's not a good movie by any means, but there's a charm to it. I get the gags, they're funny. Like I thought the whole when they created the balloon dog and was using it to chase after him was dope as hell. Like
it's my favorite part. I was like, I don't want to interrupt you, but I was like I couldn't focus on the movie. I was like, what the hell is this? Then they did that bit and I was dying laughing. I'm like, okay, this is what it is. It's ridiculous. So that was my favorite part.
No, absolutely. That was my favorite bit too. But like Fable said, it was like who came up with this? But at the same time, I think it's a perfect representation of like the 80s and the creativity throughout that decade. The fact that someone was able to pitch that and get it made, like you couldn't do that shit nowadays. Like not even in the 90s. But I respect it there. There's a charm to it. It's endearing in a lot of ways. And yeah, it was fun. I'm like you guys said, I'm glad I watched it too.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
It's on HBO right now. For anyone out there watching that wants to see it, hasn't seen it, that's where I watched it.
Dude, I gotta tell you, man. I fucking love this movie. This movie is one of the greatest brands ever, dude. Like the look of the clowns is just so iconic.
Yeah.
And like just like the clothing lines that they can make with the clothes, with the look of the clowns, and like the way that the fucking font is for Killer Clowns. I think it's just A1, dude, and I absolutely love it, dude. I think just the looks is what makes them so iconic, man. That it wasn't just like puppets or anything. No, I think that's a guy in a suit too. I was gonna say the freaking Clownzilla.
Clownzilla, yeah.
I was trying to think of how to say it, but Yeah, dude. Like I love that they're like it's guys in suits, but dude, the suits just look so good, man. And there's nothing else really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when we see other type of clowns like Pennywise or something, like it's just nothing like the
Yeah.
killer clowns from outer space. Like they're just in their own lane, dude. Like the Chiodo brothers, like really, they tapped into something, man. And I can't believe we never got like a sequel to this. And I'm still holding out because they've been talking about trying to do like a TV series or something for years, man. So dude, I don't know how Shutter hasn't paid, like, because Shutter actually did a freaking Critters mini series, and they were like fucking 5 minute episodes, and they had like 12 of them or something. It was something weird, and it like equaled out to maybe like an hour, but they were like they were really short episodes. And I just can't believe that Critters got a freaking little TV show, but we haven't gotten the Killer Clowns. One thing though, bro, it has to be all practical. Like you can maybe
Right.
do a tiny bit of CGI, tiny bit, but it has to be like they have to be practical, like they were. And I wonder, like that, like everything they have is old, so they probably would have to make everything from scratch. You know, that
Oh, they could do so much better
they
now.
probably have molds still. I'm sure of
For
that.
sure. If it was up to me, because as soon as I watched it, I'm like, this is ripe for a remake. Like,
Dude, seriously.
I'm pro remake. I don't care, but this you can see. But I feel
I
like they
mean,
kind of
you
missed their
don't even need a
window.
remake, just like
with all the hype
a
with
new
Clowns,
movie.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have put it out between the It movies, or like it would have crushed that.
Dude,
Like studios would have been more interested. But
Yeah.
I would like to see him do something like that looks like that, but a lot better. I'm not saying that's bad, but they could do better. Like the animatronics, for me personally, that's one of the things that like I'm not floored with. And again, if I grew up with it, I would like the look more. I love the look of the clowns, but the animatronic and like the fact that you can tell it's not a person, like it does take me out of it. Like the eyes, especially. Like even if they did everything the same and maybe CG the eyes to put like a soul in there, but I think that takes something away
I
from
feel
them. And
like
then
even that takes you out of it too.
right. And it's weird that they don't it's not weird that they don't talk, but that's like a big thing. That's like a big part of the movie is
I
that they
thought the
don't
one
speak.
talked though, because he says like, "You gonna knock my block off?"
Right.
I swear here that one of them does talk.
Well,
that was the biker mocking him.
yeah, the one clown he does like Terminator style, T-1000 style, where he's replicating one of their voices outside the door. You know what I mean? But other than that, they don't like make jokes. They don't talk, which adds to the creepiness.
Yeah.
But it's just, I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it makes them distinct clowns and like different and like makes them weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I had so much fun with it. I love the set designs too on the movie. The music is fantastic. That's another thing that just it takes you like right into you feel. I don't know why I thought it was in like the 90s, early 90s, because it definitely the music gives you the straight 80s vibe, you know.
Yeah.
Schlocky B 80s vibe, you know, but I fucking love it, man. What is it? It's probably only, is it even rated R? It's only PG-13 too, so it's not a hard one. This was one that I easily was watching it as a kid, man, and it still is weird as hell today. But there's definitely things I could see that they could upgrade on the set and stuff. You could just tell with all the money they didn't have much money, so like they're using kind of like you could see like old kids toys and shit for some stuff, which it looks good for the movie. Oh man, their eyes are like one's going like they're doing like the Pennywise, but
they look
I
like
love the guns though and shit, man. Like they're like the bazooka, their little bazooka guns, and they have some cool stuff, man. Like if you go to Spirit during Halloween, they have a lot. Like the recently Killer Clowns brand has had like a lot of cool stuff. Like they had like these like little miniature ray guns and shit. And obviously you see my shirt. I got my hoodie upstairs. That hoodie, I love the look of that, man. The look to me is just iconic, dude. It's a really cool brand. it could, when I look at it now, and it could use an upgrade. It definitely could get a great remake like nowadays, and it would look incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I still love it, but I like now when I look at that and hear what you say, I'm like, it could, like, it's not perfect. You know, they didn't have a lot of money for this. I didn't look, but I'm sure it didn't.
I'll look it up
I
because
was
I'm
gonna
curious about it too. It looks like almost like a TV
Yeah.
show sets. Like it
Yeah,
looks like Doctor
yeah.
Who.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
was gonna say, dude, I doubt it even had $1 million for it, bro. Like, there's no star-studded actors. The sheriff is the biggest actor, and
He's
he is
great.
hysterical. The sheriff, or I don't even know if he is the sheriff, but the older cop,
Yeah,
he
he
is
kind of looked like
fucking.
an older Michael Madsen, you know, from
Oh,
Reservoir
That's one
Dogs.
of the
A little,
scariest
yeah.
parts
I
too,
can see
man.
like his uncle, his
yeah,
pervy uncle.
When the
yeah.
clown,
You little farts.
when the clown's playing, like puppeteering him and talking through him,
Mm,
that's creepy as hell too.
Yeah.
That's when it got creepy. Yeah.
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 Yo, before they got to so when the girl was on the date with the dude and they found the clowns, they ran into her ex. Before they got to the police station, did they establish that her and the dude were dating before?
They didn't establish it till they were off chasing clowns. And she's like, "You
That's what I
can't tell
thought.
me what to do anymore. You're not my boyfriend." And I think
So
it's
when he
funny. It's like,
it was, I thought it
like if
was
he
weird
was your
because when he
boyfriend, he can tell you what to do. Like I just
no,
like
right,
that.
yeah, because so when he sat her next to the desk and he pulled up right next to her and he's just like got his knee. I'm like, whoa, bro, like they're on a date, man. You're just being very forward. And then we
Right.
find out they were dating beforehand, but it threw me off because I was like, is he trying to cut this dude or I don't know. But,
Dude, he should have got the girl at the end of the movie. He was a way better protector and just a better person to her than her current boyfriend.
Yeah.
At one point, the Sheriff Mooney or Officer Mooney, he
Yeah.
calls her a little tramp. And in that scene, I rewound it just because I wanted to check. But the current boyfriend doesn't bat an eye. He's just looking around, and the ex-boyfriend's like, "Whoa, hey now!" It's like, this guy, why are you sticking? What's he say? Is like, you must like laughs over stability.
Oh
It was
my
a
God!
low-
Yeah. No, he was
1.8
like-
million, by the way. Budget 1.8 million.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, he was like,
I'm doing good, Biggie.
like,
Hope you're doing good
what
as
he
well,
said?
man. Good to see you in there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry, man. I told you I didn't know you dated or something like that. I was like, it's okay. It's not your fault. Obviously, she goes for laughs instead of stability. I was
Yeah.
like, oh God, damn, that was hard.
Mooney goes hard, bro. Mooney's the MVP of like human characters in this movie
Mhm.
all day. Since we're on that topic, who would we all say Mooney is our favorite like human character?
Easily.
Nah, man.
yeah.
Not
For me, dude. I think he's the highlight of the movie.
He's so
He's
funny.
hysterical.
He's
Like-
so fucking funny.
Well, it's great how like one person tells him he's like, "No, you're crazy," that's a total trope you see in movies. Is the cop that doesn't believe you're the parent that doesn't believe the kids or whatever, but one person tells him, then a few people tell him, then the officer tells him. The phones are blowing up. He's like, he's got the whole town in on this. It's like I don't know. It gets funnier and funnier as it
They
goes,
ain't
and he
gonna
doesn't
get-
believe it.
Officer Mooney, not today. They think they're gonna trick me.
I loved him drinking his Jack Daniels.
Yeah, he's the best, man. So who would be yours, Fable?
Oh, I like Tobacco Mike. He's the best, man. That dude is hilarious. His acting is so terrible, and everything he says is like, he's like, no,
acting is
you don't
terrible.
understand. We gotta run over here, the brothers, and this and that. He had me cracking up to the whole movie. I love Tobacco Mike. Mike Tobacco, that's his name.
Right.
He was like, don't worry, that's what were the brothers' names? The two
The
ice cream
Terenzi
guys?
brothers.
The twins, yeah.
Those are my
Yeah,
best
he's
friends
like-
from high school.
Yeah, it's like, don't worry. The Terenzi brothers always land on their feet.
Right.
And they landed in a freaking bubble pit, a ball pit with two women clowns. That was
Right. With their boobs blowing up.
blowing up. I'm like,
I mean, the gags are great. Like there's a million super funny gags, but it is like and that's why I'm saying a remake would be cool. Like just something fun, but just weave a little more story throughout there, and
R-rated,
you're
too.
gonna people will line up to go see Clowns, like in any
We need it
capacity.
R-rated as well.
They
Right.
could play into that whole. Well, they kind of did miss their window of opportunity a few years ago when people were like dressing up like clowns and doing weird shit. Like that would have been the perfect time to kind of like.
Right.
There's a reason for why you keep seeing clowns. They could have played off that, but
Right.
I mean they could
So
still.
I think
do
the
it.
thing is, with this movie is that there is definitely a dark comedy here, right? But
Yeah.
like these guys, they're first time directors, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know how to direct comedy, right? They're like putting their
Right.
gags and they're putting their stuff in their story there, and it's funny, but it could be funnier if they
Right.
knew how to time editing right and shoot certain
Right.
things from certain angles and things. Everything's shot
Sure.
kind of straight up.
Bland.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
Like Bruno explained with the straw and how it was going up the straw. I'm sure that's what their intent was, but it was so regular that it was
Regular.
just
Yep.
like boring kind of
Mhm.
pan up. Where it could, like if Mel Brooks directed it, it would have been you would have known what was going on. You
Animated,
know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
No, I like what you said
I
about
think-
the
Absolutely.
editing comedy, and I keep thinking about this. James Gunn, I saw an interview with him, like it was like
Right, there
a
you go.
Peacemaker interview, and he was saying like most of the comedy, like he's like not to just credit the actors, but it gets funny in the editing room. Is chopping up and then giving the timing to stuff in the back and forth. And I can see that there's like inexperience there that could have things. The Terenzi brothers are supposed to be the comic relief of the movie. And to me,
Yeah.
they're not funny like at all.
Kinda lame.
The clown gags are funny.
Yeah.
Like those work for me. The Terenzi brothers, no, they didn't work for me.
Oh yeah.
You got character stuff?
I go with the ex-boyfriend. He reminded me of a soap opera actor, but I respected that.
Totally.
Yeah.
I looked at he was on Baywatch, and then I think I recognize him from 24.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it says he played somebody on 20. Because when I looked at a picture of him as an adult, like a current picture, I'm like, oh, I know this dude. He's still like super handsome dude. Hair is just a little less blonde. John Allen Nelson, by the way.
John, that's his name.
I wonder who did the music on this.
Yeah,
That
the music
theme
was
song.
good.
Yeah.
It-
Did you ever
like,
see
had
how
that,
much did they use for this movie? How much did it cost?
Budget was 1.8.
1.8 million? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, man, I don't know if I fucking believe that shit, man. A lot of times the indie directors too, they say don't believe the IMDb. It's like always wrong.
Mhm.
Like
I
a
mean, you
lot
could
of
see a
times,
little bit of
a lot
it
of times I hear those numbers are wrong.
when you look at their I mean, there were more than I would say a dozen different clown faces, like individual sculpted, and they all were probably animatronic too. So they
Right.
moved the nose, moved the eyes, and everything.
Right.
So
Part of it is
I could see
those
where it could
Chiodo
climb.
brothers. They probably saved a bunch of money by making that shit themselves.
Yeah.
Since
Oh,
they're-
definitely.
That's their specialty, their speciality. But I heard earlier that song was written before the movie. It was like they somehow they contacted them to make the song, and the people were like, oh hell yeah, we'd love to, and they made it before seeing the movie. But I've been singing it all week. Like it's super catchy. It's I love that.
John Maserari did the score, and
That's the one that sounds like
Clown's title song was written and performed by American punk rock band The Dickies.
The Dickies, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the one that sounds like Eye of the Tiger. Kind of.
There's that. That's a different one. That is dope too. Like when they start walking, it's 5 miles to the city. That's pretty gangster. And that you're right, it does sound like Eye of the Tiger. But no, the theme song that he said written by the Dickies, it's got like it sounds like it's like a mix between like Rush and Frank Zappa with a little more like punkiness to it. But
Yeah, they
it's
played
great.
at the end.
I love it.
Hmm.
I think they played in the beginning too.
Yeah, they bookend it.
Did they? Okay.
I love it, dude. So good.
I'm just a fan of like that. Like I like clown music. I always have.
Yeah, it's catchy and weird.
Yeah.
Bobby De La Ghetto down with the clown till he's dead and in the ground. So they should have had ICP for the soundtrack. The ICP, I don't think they existed yet.
Right. They probably got
In
inspired
80.
by this movie.
Yeah,
Right.
probably not in '88. But yeah, man. What'd you guys think of the clowns overall? Like, I know you guys had Vern. You talked about the needing maybe a little bit of an upgrade, but what'd you think of them overall? And who would your favorite be? Who'd your favorite clown be?
Me, I'll go with the little guy that knocks the dude's block off.
Jordy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, overall, the look is great. Like I love it. I'm surprised like nobody's copied that look. You know, like
Yeah,
there's
I know. That's
still
what
like
I'm
a
saying.
distinct
Like,
standout like clown that you don't see.
yeah, they stand out, dude. They pop out, bro. Like the colors, bright ass colors. They just, uh, I really love just the
The
look
other
of it.
guy, and this is maybe like a moment we could talk about with that's whatever clown is sitting there doing that to that little girl. That's probably the creepiest part of
That's
the
the
movie.
creepiest part of the whole. Yeah, it went
Yeah.
real dark when it got
It
there.
did.
I was like, holy smoke, you know, because I'm watching and I'm like, this is ridiculous, right? But I'm having fun, right? And then when that part came out, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this can
There's
get
some
so
really-
much darker if they really
Yeah.
went there. You know?
Yeah, there's some really dark tones, man. If they could have went rated R so easily, and I wish they did. I
Yeah.
wish they did. This could have been so. I feel like if it was a rated R, and like for real, like you know what I'm saying, like balls to the wall '80s killer clowns movie, like with crazy kills. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit would have been legendary. Could you just imagine this, like with some fucking, just like balls to the wall kills?
Using like
Right.
a giant mallet or shit or something to like smash someone's head.
Yeah.
In or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the
Right.
clowns are just badass, and they just are wrecking the bikers, just fucking like Steph said, smashing heads, cracking skulls, fucking gutting people, just left and right. That's
Right.
cool.
Like that shadow monster could have like ripped some bodies in half.
Yeah.
There was, yeah. There, I didn't even think about it. There wasn't much gore other than the head that came off.
Yep.
It was definitely
no.
sparse with it. The other scene that I think, for whatever reason, I don't even know why. I think part of it was the music, but it was like, damn, this is really horrific. Is when they find that cocooned up person inside of the Jeep. There's something pretty creepy about that scene too, with all the cotton candy, which shouldn't
it's
be
pretty
scary,
cool
but
that
is.
there's humans cocoon. Their eyes move a tad bit, but you would think I guess in '88, I don't know, their eyes don't move that much. They
Right. Well, I think
just
they
blink.
they blink, but they blink like slow.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
know,
very
it's
Chuck
like-
E. Cheese.
Right,
That's
Chuck-
it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they probably barely. I bet you they might have had like. I don't even think they got $1 million for this, man. Like to make this. I'm telling you, like.
That's probably
I,
a meal including like advertising and you know
Right.
shit like that.
But I don't even. I wondered if this went to theaters or was straight to VHS back in the day.
That was during the VHS rise.
Yeah, I think it was a VHS movie. I don't think this came out.
It was like never on TV. I don't ever remember
Yeah.
seeing this movie once.
Oh, I saw it. I thought I saw it here and there on TV.
I like, but no, who I think was it Fable or Burn?
Because it's a PG-13, so this is an easy one for them to put on TV.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I
They-
always hear about it, but I've always
They-
missed it somehow. I've
Right.
seen shit
It
like
wouldn't
This
be
is
on all
this
of
is tame. I mean, you could edit
Yeah.
this thing, and it could be a Goosebumps episode, or Are You
Yeah,
Afraid?
exactly.
Totally.
Or something like that.
Well,
Do you know if it was in theaters?
That's what I'm trying to look. I don't know. Oh, release, I suppose.
think that Jumbo who's fucking doing the.
It's released on VHS.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. It doesn't look like it had a theatrical release.
Wasn't there a
I don't think
Goosebumps
so.
episode dealing with clowns from outer space? I could have sworn.
I hope so.
Or what?
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Like, Goosebumps episode, like kind of based off this with like clowns from.
I don't know about that.
I love that they went like I guess originally they were just gonna call it Killer Clowns, but people wanted they didn't want it to seem like a slasher movie for whatever reason. But I love like originally they were planning on Pet Detective. They were just gonna call it Ace Ventura. But they's like, fuck it, if we're going for it, let's go for Ace Ventura Pet Detective. That's what I feel like this is. You add the from outer space, and it kind of tells you what you're in store for. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anything like that has the title space in it, I feel like
it's a hard sell.
Right.
Yeah.
Leprechaun in space. Ridiculous. Like
Jason X, which they should have just called Jason in Space.
But Jason X sounds a little bit more edgy and ambiguous, you know?
Yeah, but then you watch the movie and you're like, oh, they were going for that tone. They might have well has just called it Jason in Space.
Oh, dude,
but they knew people Jason. When it come and see it.
Jason X.
Right, I did too, dude. I'd never watched that movie
so
until
fun.
6 months ago. It was just one of those I heard about, and I was like, "Well, that sounds terrible." I'd heard bad things, but I watched it, and I was like, "This is hilarious." It's like a spoof movie.
That's
great.
That's like the best space movie, bro. Like, because Killer Clowns isn't even in space. You know what I mean? They're just from outer space.
Right.
But that Jason X, bro, is the best fucking like slasher space movie. I fucking love that movie.
Dude, think about like the world building they could do with Killer Clowns from outer space. We could learn about the planet that they're from. We could have them traveling. Like this could be epic. They could go places.
That planet's got to look crazy.
Right. It's got good bones. This franchise.
What are you guys gonna do with those pies?
That's great too, man. See, I love that shit. The other silly bit that just stands out to me that just like really got me is he runs to the window. They're trying to get away, and they're down there holding they got their firemen set up, holding the trampoline. It's just like that's like a cartoon. Right. That's I'm surprised we haven't said that yet. This movie is a cartoon.
Yeah. Live action, bro. It kind of set the tone when he made the balloon dog, you know? Like I was like, okay, I see where they're going with this.
Right. It's parking and shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this looks like if you remake this, like you said, James Gunn, Robert Rodriguez, body like that, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna just take the gags and kind of go all the way in and totally R-rated, you know what I mean? But all the way where let's say the dog balloon actually attacks somebody and rips somebody's throat or something, but it's a balloon.
It's a balloon.
It'd be great. Yeah. Maybe a titty or two. There's potential.
Yeah, I agree.
Fable, what did you think of the practical effects, and what was your favorite clown?
I thought the practical effects were inventive. You can tell it was a low budget thing, but you can tell also that they were being really creative with the money they had, right? Like all the hallways that they created, they were running through all the pipes were colored clown-like and stuff like that. There's a lot of things like that you can see, like his little bicycle that he rode in on, how they tricked it out. You know what I mean? They made it fun and whimsical. My favorite clown is the one that was in the jail cell. Because that's like my favorite part right there is where he blows the what are those things called? Party whistles or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with
and he does that, and you don't expect it to turn into a freaking hand, right? Like so awesome when it turns into a hand. and chokes the dude, and then they do, like you said, a cartoon gag where he pulls him to the bars and knocks him out, and then it makes the sound effect too, like the bonk.
Right.
I love it with just the two dudes sitting in the cell, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna put this guy in with you." It's like, dude, like, this dude don't look right. Don't put him in here with us.
Yeah. Steph, what did you think, boss?
I appreciate him. I respect him for the budget they had and the creativity behind it. I really appreciate it. They come on, we had like a balloon, and that's probably my favorite. I keep saying it just because like that's so crazy, but it works. They stole it well.
Who's your favorite clown?
Favorite clown. Verno said the little dude. I thought that was super dope. How he like Naruto'd out of the scene. They're like, where the hell did he go? And he like came back and with the boxing gloves or whatever. And that's when he knocked the dude's head off. I thought that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with small clown.
Yeah, another cartoon moment.
Yeah.
You got a favorite clown, Dylan?
Yeah, I forget his name right now, man, because I fucking
I didn't know they had names.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I know their names are because they put them on the Funko Pops.
No. That'd be a good
There's
Funko
like
Pop.
Slim, Spiky, Shorty, and Jumbo.
Jumbo's the fat guy with the neck. He's
like,
all neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shorty, obviously, with the punching gloves. Slim is the one that has. Trying to think. Slim
That's
is
the one I was talking
that,
about. In jail, because he's the one who puppeteered the cop at the end, right?
I'm not sure. I gotta see that one. The one he has like a pink outfit, and he has kind of like these like red balls, like antenna balls on his head. I think his name's Slim. There's also one more. I'm trying to think. It might be Spiky or something. But
there's
Slim
always a
is not
Spiky.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now at the picture of them getting out. There's 5 distinct ones where they do the clown car bit and they keep getting out, which was fun too. But yeah, there's one big tall guy that's probably Slim, if I had to guess. Dude, I got another one that was great. Are the ones in the bathroom? Like the design of those like clown heads on tentacles that pop out in the bathroom. Yeah, those are sick. Those look great.
I think Steph's still in the bed.
Either that or he's on like heroin or something.
What about when he was trying to escape? He was like, "It's a little door. It's another door. It's another door."
That's one of the unique things about it is they play everything straight. He's not like they're in a spoof movie where it's like, it's another door. He's like dead serious. Like he's another door. Like yeah, he's acting his ass off. It's terrible, but he's giving it everything he's got. But that's a great bit too, because you really are like, oh damn, like there's fear in that moment. The music is scary, but the gag is ridiculous. So it's a weird movie that works in a lot of ways. I don't even know how much of it is purposeful. Like that, the deadpanness. Are they telling them play? Yeah. I don't know.
And those things that they were putting in, I don't know if they look like rabbit's paws or a nutsack or something weird. Light bulbs, some pink light bulbs.
Oh yeah. Those are creepy too. Definitely. You got a mute button, brother. The popcorn. That was another thing that I'm like, First time
Yeah.
I was watching, I was like, "This is pretty fucking cool!" Like all these. That's why I say, like, if we could all just sit down in a room, like, think of all the clown stuff you can think of, and we'll make gags with it. But that when the popcorn is crawling, like, I don't know, I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got the clown car, the pie suffocation, boxing decapitation, cotton candy cocoons. Just another clever little thing. Silly straw. Dylan's rearranging his bedroom right now.
Yeah, there were a lot of the shadow puppets. That was another one.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I
thought
love
that
how
was-
all the people are so entertained by it.
I'm like, what are you guys doing in the alley? Like, you know, like late at night, bro, being entertained by a clown. Like, come on.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Imagine Tim Burton would have directed this one.
Right.
It would have
He
been.
could-
That would have been
bizarre,
cool.
man.
What about Guillermo del
Oh, yeah.
Toro? He's
Hell
might,
yeah.
might be a little too, but the prosthetics, I think he would have embraced. I
Yeah.
like the look of the.
Did I listened? While I was working, so I wasn't watching it, but I listened to some YouTube video on it earlier, and I wish I knew what it was because they were saying like earlier this year they were in talks for making a remake and all that. Like it was gonna happen, but I don't
Yeah.
know what year that was from. The YouTube video that I was watching, it was just on while I was driving, so I have a feeling like it came and went. Like, cause I think it was a little older. So, but it was gonna be, and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. It depends on who you talk to. But it was the Chiodo brothers that were gonna remake it.
Yeah.
So
No
same
way.
same dudes, which is actually pretty cool.
No, that would have been good.
Get some writing help.
Yeah.
But I
Would
mean,
you-
it's not
would
like
you- If you remade it, would you like even if you got great actors, would you purposely have them ham it up?
to a degree, you'd have to, right? Like almost like they're
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
in a speech. Or at least let them know, have people
Peacemaker
that are
style.
aware they're in a comedy.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
have real drama, but like I don't want to say Shaun of the
Definitely.
Dead because it's not that either. Like I was thinking about earlier, there's like the Shaun of the Dead type comedy, and then there's a straight spoof like Scary Movie, and this isn't either one of them. Like this is
Yeah.
different, even though it's intentionally funny. It fits in a different category of
It
horror
wasn't
comedy.
a satire like Shaun of the Dead, but it's not like I don't know. They didn't take you. You can tell they took it seriously, but they didn't almost.
Right.
Like,
It's like Planet Terror from
Yes.
Robert Rodriguez, and
yes,
yeah, it's like it's totally meant to be horrible, but
Sound like-
at
yeah,
the same time,
Right.
everybody's just giving it their best shot, like
yep.
you know.
Yeah, they
Let it
knew they
go.
were making a B movie. It wasn't like
Right.
they were like, "All right, we're gonna try and make this serious film," and then it's so bad that it's funny. Like they tried to make it this bad,
Right.
and it is funny.
That's what. Yeah, I feel like it was intentional.
Yeah, that's-
for sure.
That's what I think this Killer Clowns movie is. It's just not executed as like as well as somebody who's a little better at directing than maybe
Right.
them. Because like I said, this is their first film, but you can tell that's what they were doing. Because when they threw the pies at the guy and he melted into a pile of goo, the little one comes and puts a cherry on top of it, like,
Right.
and then walks away. Or the way the big clown shuffles in and out of the room. You see him how he shuffles in,
Right.
like.
Yeah.
He shovels into the jail cell. Like, there's a lot of bits, but they landed for a lot of people because it became a cult classic. Obviously,
Mhm.
somebody got it, but for guys that maybe like us who like to pick films apart, when we look at it, we're like, damn. But if you would have just Tim Burton that a little bit, or you know what I mean, this thing would have
Mhm.
been crazier. So I can
think
see
it-
full potential in the remake, like you
Yeah,
said, or yeah.
I think if I saw this as a kid, it would have definitely stuck with me and been like a childhood favorite or something that I just kind of go
Right.
back on. Like as a kid, I think this would have definitely tripped me out because clowns are already inherently creepy to an extent, so that would have fucked with me.
Right. It probably would have scared the hell out of me as a
Yeah.
kid. Like it's
It
weird
didn't
because I
scare
don't
me.
sit like I don't think of
No,
myself
I'm
as
a
like, oh,
different
I have a
breed.
fear of clowns, but there
Right.
was nothing scarier than Pennywise when I was a kid. But it's
Mm.
like that's a specific clown. Like
Right.
I'm terrified
Right.
of Tim Curry's Pennywise for life.
His smile, bro.
Right.
Tim Curry is just man.
Yeah, everything about him. It's terrifying.
Yeah. But there's definitely something there that is bigger than maybe they were capable of doing themselves because
Mm.
I mean, like
Yeah.
set design. There was a part where they're running through this set where there's these like giant, I can't even describe it, like cutouts of drawn creatures,
Mm.
and they're just running through this weirdly designed set, you know, and it
You're right.
looks like something out of a Tim Burton movie. So they were obviously going for it. It's just probably budget, probably learning on the job, things like that.
Yeah.
Right. Dude, how about the bit? It's the second time that Tobacco, the main character, he's in the circus tent. The design looks crazy. The colors are a fucking brightest colors you ever seen in your life. He's in there for a minute. He's like, wait a minute. We're back in the circus tent. It's like it took you a minute to realize this is a different kind of place. Like you didn't recognize this environment at all.
I love
It kind of
that
stands out.
guy.
Wait a minute. This looks familiar. It's funny because he's the lead and he's probably the worst actor in the movie. Like for
Yeah.
sure.
No, it was definitely the girl from Weird Science, the girlfriend from Weird Science.
Is that the
Okay.
main chick in the movie?
Yeah, she's
No
from Weird
way.
Science. She was one of the girlfriends.
I did not know that. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. Never fucking watched Weird Science.
What?
Never fucking seen it, dude.
Wow.
There's certain
Dude.
movies, kind of like what Robbie says. If things are so big, everyone's talking about it, and you've missed out on it, I'll kind of just be like, nah, let's fucking skip that one.
I catch the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. It can never live up to what everybody says,
Right. Well, this Officer Mooney, he's from Animal House. I've never sat and watched Animal House either
It's
from
been a
start to
minute.
finish.
Okay.
But like I've seen bits and pieces of it a bunch of
Right.
different times. But yeah, I don't know it. But it's the same thing.
I would watch Animal House if you're trying to do a history of film,
Right.
right? Because Animal House is a specific point in time, and things play off of that from that point on, right? But a movie like Weird Science is just a middle of the road for a John Hughes movie. So if you're into John Hughes, then you watch Weird Science. But other than that, yeah, you totally skip that. But I get what you're saying, definitely.
Right. And that's why I think that's one of the reasons why I like Dylan's horror show so much. Because I like to look at movies for like the history. Like
Yeah.
I've been watching all these Universal films from that Essential box set.
Oh, you have been watching them?
Yeah, and it's like I've seen them all, growing up. I've seen them, but like I haven't seen them in a long ass time, especially like Wolfman. I hadn't seen him forever, Invisible Man, but
Oh, good.
and it's like, just like we're always saying, you got to judge them based on their time. But that's what's interesting to me about watching them is like it's so different. It's like you get a look at like people and how it was and just the history of cinema, like we're talking about. So yeah, looking at it from a different perspective than as a child. You didn't think about that shit.
Who's your favorite Universal monster?
Right now, after just going through these,
You watched them all?
I watched that Essential. No, I didn't watch Phantom of the Opera. I didn't watch Bride of Frankenstein. But
You haven't. Brad,
I'd probably go Bela Lugosi's Dracula at this moment. It was maybe my least favorite of the 4 movies that I watched, but I do like that performance a lot.
Oh, really?
It's just
you
crazy.
You gotta watch the Spanish version.
I know. I have it. It's on that. It's in that DVD or Blu-ray. But what the hell was I gonna say? Oh, I lost it. Floated away.
Damn.
But no, they're almost like they put me to sleep. But it's interesting the lack of music. And at first I'm like, damn, this is fucking weird. And then I realized like, oh, this is like the 4th movie to be made with talking characters. Like it was brand new. So it's like you look at
Oh,
it then with
Dracula
a
was the
different eye.
first of the Universal monster movies
Right.
too. I think either Dracula or Frankenstein.
No, it was Dracula then Frankenstein.
Dracula. Yeah. The Wolfman's always been my favorite Universal monster. I love the the Mummy's a good one as well, but I grew up on like the Brendan Fraser ones too.
Right.
You know, that's why. But I do love Boris Karloff as well. Obviously, the Frankenstein is classic as hell, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think I slept on at times, and that's another good one.
Well, I think it's the acting and Creature. It's like one of the later ones that they do, and I think it's really good.
And
like,
there's 3 of those.
The acting in Dracula, other than Bela Lugosi, is ridiculous. Like you can see an evolution in the acting in those movies. Like I think Frankenstein as a film is so much better than Dracula in so many ways. I just like that performance from Bela Lugosi.
Oh, really?
And you kind of forget, like,
you know, Bela's in he plays, his character's name is Bela in The Wolfman.
Right. And then he plays like a hunchback type character in something else. Some movie with Frankenstein. But no, after watching the few that I did watch, it's like, damn, I really do want all 30 now, because it's like the original shared universe. It's like what Marvel's doing now, Universal did almost 100 years ago, but with, you know, not as much coordination, obviously, or anything like that. But it is like, that's what it's similar.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love those, man. I love that you're going back and watching those like behind the scenes, because those behind the scenes are really cool, man.
It's great.
They're like really informative, man.
It's funny how like this I bet it's the same with you guys. Like I'll watch a movie, enjoy it or not enjoy it, whatever it is. Then I'll watch the special features, and by the time I'm done with the special features, I'm so pumped up to watch it again. Yeah. Like they just make you want to go back and look at it with a different.
Even like crappy movies, it makes me like them a little bit more, because I'm like, oh, like that's kind of cool how they did this, you know. It not always, but sometimes it makes me like things about it a little bit more, if anything, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
with
like
the
doing
older movies is cool, because with the newer movies, you kind of know what they did, right?
They do newer movies. They don't really. No, they could have some cool behind the scenes for like certain horror movies, because they still do some practical stuff, but a lot of these movies nowadays, they just do super like these quick ass interviews or just like little featurettes, and they're just not in depth behind the scenes like a lot of the other ones do.
Right.
Or you know, like the old ones get, which I do. Behind the scenes is such a big thing for me, man. Like if I have to pay like $5 more, but depending on the movie, as obviously too, like if I'm paying $5 more to get the movie with behind the scenes or without it, I'm probably gonna honestly go for with the behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, depending on the movie. But if it's one I love, I want the behind the scenes, like without a doubt. I need it, because I want to know like on my favorite movie, like the movies I love, how they were made.
The intricacies and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
With the horror movies too, especially it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Bobby D feels the same as me.
Wolfman, yeah. Oh yeah.
Wolfman's my shit, dude.
It's funny, like even just like all these names, like, you know, like just Jack Pierce, the makeup guy. Like I feel like I know a lot more about the 30s film industry because of those special features. Like you get there's a little documentary on Boris Karloff on the Frankenstein. You get to know about him. Bela Lugosi for the Dracula one. I never even heard that name. It's the name that I just heard, but I didn't know if that was a person. You know what I mean? I'd heard that a bunch of times, but I didn't know anything about the dude or even fucking what he looked like.
Who was the Invisible Man? What was his name again? Claude Rains. and he was in the Wolfman. He plays the Wolfman's father,
Hmm.
and he also plays Phantom of the Opera, the colored version. So
How do you
he's
like
freaking
that?
he's in 3 of the Universal monster movies, and he plays 2 of the monsters.
Oh wow.
Now I want to get the original, like the Nosferatu, which came out before all that stuff, right?
Wasn't that the yeah?
And
That's
it's
the
like
like
silent one?
failing.
it's silent, but it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I just want to know, like where it started. Like I've got like
That
it's like
thing
an
was
OCD
funny.
type thing where you want to start at the beginning of something.
Oh, you could watch it easily, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces. There's some creepy, like I really like just end up fast forwarding it because it's just silent and
Really?
but there's some creepy stuff in it for sure.
Well, that was
It's
one
eerie as
of the
hell.
designs that they got right out the gate.
Yeah,
Right?
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how old you are. You look at that imagery of the way he looks, and
Dude,
and
still
it's
chills
scary.
to this day.
Yeah, yeah. That's Salem's Lot copied that same
That's
design
what I'm doing.
for.
Salem's Lot is like my all-time favorite
Yeah.
vampire look too.
Yeah,
Dude, I don't know if
it's
I've
so
ever
creepy.
seen that, to be honest with you. It was a
That's
TV.
another Stephen King, bro.
I've read the book, but I don't think I've ever watched the movie.
Dude, so good. I fucking love that movie. We reviewed it at one point.
Dude, you know what's
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
is that these actors did their own makeup originally in a lot of these movies. Like that's just crazy to think about. Like Lon Chaney, what's his name? Lon Chaney or Lam?
Lon.
Lon? Okay.
Yeah.
Like there's a senior and a junior, which confuses me. Are they?
The father is the senior.
Oh, I know that. But was he an actor too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He was an iconic actor that did his own makeup.
Okay.
And he did horror movies. He did like Phantom of the Opera, and his makeup was like iconic. But he did a bunch of shit, bro. And his makeup was good, bro. And he was doing it all to himself. It's nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I forget the name of the movie. It's off the tip of my tongue, but the movie got like lost. And he was playing this like cool Reaper looking dude that had these like sharp filed down teeth. He had like a top hat. But yeah, Lon Chaney, and he played the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think. Dude, he played a lot of fucking roles. They did, I forget who did it, but they did a movie based off him called The Man of a Thousand Faces. Because he was iconic.
Yeah, I know that exact makeup you're talking about.
Silent though, so Lon Chaney was the Wolfman, but his father was like the original Phantom of the Opera, but the silent version.
Just that shit.
Yeah, that's the one.
Right.
What's that movie called?
It's just crazy looking. I don't know. I'll look.
Yeah,
I'll look, but it's
that movie got like lost because I forgot for what company owned it, but there was times when because the film burns up so easily, like it burns up so fucking quick. But there was a fire at I forget whatever company, maybe Universal, who knows, but there was a fire and they lost a lot of the films.
Wow.
That sucks.
Yeah. And that movie looks creepy as hell too, with the way he looks.
Hair in the top hat. Reminds me of
what's that?
No, I was gonna say, kind of reminds me of maybe like Tim Burton saw that, and that was like the inspiration for his look for Penguin and Batman Returns a little bit.
Damn, dude, it does kind of look like that.
Yeah. I guess we'll do the last thing. What you guys think the Killer Clowns from Outer Space is trying to say? Is there anything else we could talk about? I'm trying to think. I think that would wrap it up to get into the rating.
Yeah.
Someone want to call Robbie real quick because I got fucking nothing.
I was gonna say, don't be a shitter. That's what I got.
Don't be a shitter. Don't be a little fart. The only thing, I mean, this has almost nothing to do with like the fucking movie, but there's definitely the authority bit, not trusting the authority figures. Brooks would love this, But the cop is just the opening scene starts with this cop being a jackass, and oh god, what's that?
Dude, Mooney is so good.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm like drawing a blank tonight so much. The kid that's walking across drinking a beer, he's someone famous whose name is on the tip of my tongue. It'll come to me. But anyway, you know what I mean? How like usually like the opening scene, a lot of times your theme is going to be in there. Or Fable, you mentioned last week. A lot of times like they'll just have a character say it. They'll say what the movie is trying to say. But the fact that it opens with that disrespectful cop and then he's just oblivious throughout the whole thing and he's hurting stuff. There's a little bit of thematic content there with like authority figures and not being able to trust them and whatnot. But I don't think the Chiodo brothers really give a fuck about themes and trying to make a statement. They're trying to make crazy gags and have fun making their monsters pretty much. So I don't know. I honestly, maybe one of you guys has something great to add, but I'm curious what kind of shit Robbie would have pulled out of his ass tonight.
I know, right?
Really?
Seriously.
We'll have to get it next week.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the same thing as you if I had to pick a theme, but I would say instead of authority, I would say like older people versus younger people, because Dave's a cop and he's kind of saving the day, you know. So
right, great point.
Yeah, but you know, yeah, I would say like the older crowd versus the younger crowd kind of thing, because I guess he thinks everybody that's young is dumb in some way, you know, and he's the smartest, but he's actually the dumbest, right? Because you know, the clown comes just marching right up to him, and he's like, "Oh, you know." Yeah.
He's great.
So,
he's so funny.
No, he is.
So
He is.
good. Steph, you got anything you want to add, brother?
No, I'm not even gonna reach for it. I don't know. You guys said it the best.
No, yeah.
You got anything, Dylan? Make some
but-
shit up.
It's about the Reagan era, Reaganomics.
Consumerism.
Illuminati, bro. It's about the
Rise of the crack
conspiracy.
epidemic.
It's about the conspiracy of people trying to alienate our minds and turn us into fucking cotton candy fucking probes, bro. It's all about the government, bro. They won't.
I saw some underlying monarch butterfly
Right.
stuff in this.
It's like the patriarchy is like, oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think there's a
about
lot
rebelling
there.
against
Man.
the establishment
Right.
deeply.
With cotton candy and
With
popcorn.
cotton.
It's about wrapping your troubles away and kind
Cotton candy and popcorn guns.
Right?
Oh man.
I like that. I think that's
I think that was pretty good. Try to do it like Robbie. I think that was
Robbie
right.
would be
It's
proud.
not too bad. I think he liked that.
What are y'all thinking on the rating? And y'all in the comments down below, if y'all watched it, throw your rating down below in the chat. Who wants to go first, Steph?
I'll go first. Based on, I can be a little critical sometimes, most of the time. Based off that, and the fact that, you know, this the type of movie this is, and it's kind of a hard sell to begin with, but I still have fun with it. I respect what they were doing. I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5, only because I feel if I, like I said, if I had seen this as a kid early on, it would have stuck with me, and I feel like it would have been like 4.5. I don't want to. It's not disrespectful. 3.5, bro. Because
Nah.
It's pretty healthy.
First film,
bro,
you know,
I think that's straight, bro.
If the Chiodo brothers heard that
Serious.
Steph gave him a 3.5, they'd be over the fucking moon. They'd be like, really?
no, I think it was really fun. Like I said, I think it's kind of embodies the whole creativity aspect of the decade of the 80s.
Yeah.
You could just do anything and really sell it, bro.
You guys, like, you didn't see it growing up, but you could obviously see why it's a cult classic.
Yeah,
Totally.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It's almost like it was made to be a cult classic. They're like, let's
Yeah.
try and make something that like only a mother could love.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. The people that are gonna like this movie are gonna love it.
but hearing about it, like I always kind of thought like, nah, I wouldn't be into that. But the fact I had fun with this movie. There's like I said, there's a charm to it, and I just I respect that. They did something that everyone else wasn't doing. They did it their way, and so like Dylan said, there's still not clowns that, for as iconic as they are, that people haven't really riffed off that look years after. So
Yeah.
I respect that.
And dude, anytime like I wear anything Killer Clowns, like I get hella compliments. Like
Yeah.
people love the brand. People love the look and love just like the colors. They like it, it's a cool brand. Like they came up with something good on that. That's why I can't believe it's just like one movie.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Really, it's an iconic look, and there's nothing else like it. Pennywise is totally different than this.
Mm-hmm.
But
most clowns are kind of rip-offs of Pennywise half the time in horror shit. So.
Yeah.
This is like a mixture between the two, isn't it? It's like the Pennywise Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Kind of like Killjoy from Full Moon.
This is a freaky fucking clown.
Fable, what do you think of my brother?
I'm gonna give this one 2.5 slips for all the same exact reasons that Steph says. Steph is just, I guess he's just a little nicer than I am. His grades are a little better than mine, or a little more nicer, but for the same exact reasons, because it's inventive, it's entertaining. There's a lot of fun to be had just watching this, whether you're digging what's going on or just to laugh at its ridiculousness, are they serious with this? And you're just like, oh yeah, they're serious with this, and you're like, I'm gonna keep watching this thing. So just for that reason alone, I'm gonna give it a 2.5. But it's not the best movie, we know that.
No, yeah.
Right. So middle of the road. I might catch this again. I might just look at it. Oh yeah, Killer Clowns. I remember this movie's nuts. Let me just watch it for a little while,
Right, yeah.
But
if I was flipping channels, I'd stop on some Killer Clowns.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Just because it's so inventive and cool. And Dylan, you're right. I could totally see this look of these clowns and this look of the lettering, like you said. There is a group that loves that because you see it. You see it now. You can see the influence, like you guys mentioned earlier, Insane Clown Posse. I'm pretty sure they love this movie. I'm almost positive because they look like they took all their motifs from here. So yeah, 2.5 slips.
Boom. I'm with you. That's what I was thinking all day. Fable was 2.5, and it's funny because it seems like that's a bad score, but it doesn't mean I didn't dig it. But what I'm comparing it to is the other movies that I've rated with you guys or with Robbie on his channel. And I compare this is most comparable to Blood Diner so far. And when we did Blood Diner, which I really fucking enjoyed, I gave that a 4.0, and I said, like, that's about as much as I could give a movie like this. I think as good of a score as I could give that movie. And this one, I don't think it's nearly as good as Blood Diner. Like, for me, you know what I mean?
Blood Diner is because it's PG-13 too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I wish it went that extra mile sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Blood Diner's not, right? Blood Diner's not PG-13.
Oh, dude, Blood Diner's was unrated, bro. It went straight to VHS because it couldn't come out in theaters because it was X-rated.
Nice, yeah. That makes sense.
What year did it come out?
Like
around the same time.
Blood Diner,
close to like 86 or something like that.
Yeah, 82, maybe 84. Dude, you weren't there for Blood Diner? 87. Dude, Blood Diner. Who did Blood Diner?
Blood Diner is such a goofy ass movie, but it's like there's more to it than this. There's more character. That's the thing, is this has not just like not enough character design or poorly done character development. There's none of it. There's no character development. They only really took time and effort into the look. The story doesn't have it. The acting doesn't have it. The character development isn't there. The music's dope, but that there's
The
a
only good
lot that they
character you
didn't
got is
do.
Mooney.
Yeah, and he seems like he's in a different movie. He's like so much better than everybody else. Like he looks really comfortable. Like if everyone just shut up, he could have fallen asleep on the set. Like, you know what I mean? He's just like he's so relaxed sitting in his little police station. But 2.5 all day.
Hell's yeah. Man, dude. I think I'm right there with Steph. Honestly, at a 3.5. I want to almost say 4 for nostalgia, but I think 3.5 is solid. Dude, I absolutely love the movie. I think it is so wacky and fun. And there are times that I do wish it did get an R rating. At times I don't, because then I would have never saw it as a kid and it wouldn't be so near and dear to my heart. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm up and down with that. But I just absolutely love the look. I love the style of the film. It does have like Tim Burton-esque stuff, but like generic, knockoff, because they just don't have the money for what they're doing. But there's some cool style going on. I love the aesthetic, the cinematography. The music is great. It's fantastic. And I have so much fun with it. So yeah, 3.5. So 3.5 for me and Steph, 2.5 for Vern and Fable. We got a 3 from Brother Joe, and we got a 3.5 Killer Slips from Bobby D.
Nice.
Giving us a average score of 3.069, baby.
Bruh. By the way, it was Christopher Titus. If you guys remember that dude, that's who it is in the opening scene there. That's his first role. That's drinking a beer with the cop being a dick to him. Christopher Titus.
Nice. So that concludes the Killer Klowns review. Next week we will be doing Firestarter, the original, with Drew Barrymore, and we'll be also reviewing the brand new Firestarter that comes out this upcoming Friday. So, yeah.
Dude, that Firestarter, the original, it's like the most star-studded cast of the 80s, dude. It's Drew Barrymore, Heather Locklear, Martin Sheen. Is that the dad?
Yeah.
Martin Sheen, fucking George C. Scott. Like, everybody is in that movie. I'm watching it like one after another. I'm like, holy hell. Like, some of them, like, I don't think Heather Locklear was a name yet. And there's some of that going on. But it seemed like it was kind of a big deal at the time. They're pulling in a lot of...
Well, if John Carpenter was going to direct it too at one point, it had to be, because, dude, it's Stephen King too. And Stephen King was a huge name at that point as well,
It'll be interesting to rewatch it for me, because when I was a kid, it was one of those movies that were on all the time in the background, and I've seen it a million times, and I remember always enjoying it, really enjoying it. But when I got older and I started seeing other critics' views of these older movies that I loved as a kid, they tore that thing apart.
Right.
They were like, "Oh, this movie's terrible. It's one of the worst Stephen King adaptations. This and that." I said, "Really? I gotta watch this thing again," because I remember enjoying it.
I'll just say this from watching the first half hour just now, because I had heard like similar things. Like, I hear negative stuff about it. Somebody just recently said like, "Oh, Dylan, you might even have said it. Like, it's not as good as what a lot of people remember it to be." Someone said it, but it's not great. But I enjoyed the first half hour. It was, so far, it's better than what I was expecting. I'm like, okay, this isn't terrible. There's a lot of...
It's been a while since I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They're taking it seriously. I'll just put it that way. It's like, it seems like a serious film.
Because John Carpenter really wanted to do it because it was like a Western. So it's like a road trip film kind of thing, isn't it? Like where they're on the run, you know? It's been
Professor
a while
X
since I've seen it.
and Jean Grey turning into the Phoenix on the run. That's the big thing I forgot, is that the dad's got powers. was like, oh, how did I fucking forget that? Because same as you, Fable, I seen that movie a lot when I was a kid, like a lot. But I'll tell you what,
Kind
like
of
I
don't
said,
remember it.
yeah, I watched 30 minutes of it. I didn't remember any of it other than Drew Barrymore. That's like the only thing I retained.
Do they do blood through the nose kind of thing when they use their
Yep.
powers?
That's
I
one
don't
thing I'm
think
like paying attention to is, and I almost want to like look it up, is how these psychic abilities, how directors handle portraying them. Like I just watched Carrie, so seeing how that was handled then, that was 79. Who was the first person to put the hand to the head? Was it Professor X in the comics? Who was the first person to do the nosebleed? 11's still doing it in Stranger Things. Like shit like that is fun to try and
Scanners.
Right.
Scanners was like a I swear to God, that was like an X-Men kind of
totally
kind of thing that they were doing there, right? Like he was gathering up people like him. They might not have been mutants, but you know, they were just people with his abilities.
right.
They were out there in the world, you know, and there were groups trying to gather them. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I'm stoked, man. I'm glad we're doing that next week. I'm seriously stoked.
Yeah.
Peacock, we'll just say it again for people just tuning in. Both of them are on Peacock. Or the new one will be out next Friday, the 13th, and the original's on there right now. They just added it.
Hell yeah, I didn't know it was on Peacock, but that makes sense. So yeah, that's free. So that should be an easy one for y'all to be able to check out.
That's gonna be one of the free movies. The new
Yeah, both of them. The original and the remake are free.
Oh, free if you have Peacock, which is like $5 a month.
Oh, you do? Well, I thought. Do you have to pay for Peacock? I thought like you just have to. You pay for it and you don't get ads.
You know what? I think the way it went down though, like if you didn't pay for Peacock, you didn't get Halloween. So it might be the same thing.
Yeah, I paid for Peacock, so I probably like just got it.
Right. I think that's what I did. I paid specifically so that I could watch Halloween.
Yeah, because I didn't want no commercials or anything either.
Right.
Any of y'all got anything for show and tell?
I got a little something.
Let's see what you got.
Just a little something.
I got a little something.
He got a little something too. I'm gonna put my clown head. I should have put it up here the whole show.
Yeah.
Got some books in the mail from In Stock Trade. Not a sponsor, but they are great. Since Robbie's not here, I can say don't buy this shit from your local comic shop unless you love those people, because you get stuff half off on In Stock or the cheap graphic novels. This is the newest Reckless book. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips, little hardcover stories. It's basically they have this ongoing series. Robbie's got a review of it up. You guys can check out if you haven't heard of it. You're interested in it. This is great. They're basically putting out one of these little books like 4 times a year, every 3 or 4 months, about this dude. He's like a former CIA, former radical terrorist that solves problems. Really fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
And then these came out. Got the Inferno hardcover.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
That's that.
There you go.
I will say, I'm a little bit bummed out. First off, this orange, it's like, Jesus Christ, it's just an ugly orange. But I'm always so stoked to see like what the hardcover is gonna look like. Like I love when they put art on the hardcover and nothing. We got nothing.
That's just nice and orange, baby.
Yeah, it's like the orangest thing that's ever. The camera won't even pick it up.
Highlighter orange.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. It's
pretty
so
weird.
Yeah. The red clashes with it too. It doesn't really.
Yeah. And then this. So.
Oh, nice.
This is Hickman's omnibus for X-Men. It's like this littlest omnibus, probably in my collection. It's the smallest one I have.
1 through 21.
It takes out what it skips is
X of Swords.
The X of Swords shit. Yeah.
So basically, if you get Inferno hardcover, the Hickman omnibus, and the Ten of Swords book, that's the Hickman run for the most part, because the omnibus has those giant size
Oh, nice.
X-Men in it too.
Okay.
The only thing that it's missing, if you wanted to get the whole Hickman run, would be the Gala. There's a Hellfire Gala hardcover.
The Gala.
But I thought it was terrible and it was a waste of time, and I don't think it's even worth it. I think you could get these three and be a happy camper. So
I think issue 21
Yep.
was the Gala issue, the last one.
yeah,
And that sets up everything perfectly for what the Gala was supposed to represent. You know,
right.
like,
I think it was. You could skip it. I don't know. I don't even remember what the Gala like gave us in the end.
Just
like
to
anything of
introduce-
significance.
they own Mars.
Right. Right. So I mean, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Now that I've got these three, I might as well get the final one and complete it. But I just remember being so bummed out by the end of the Gala, like, God, they made a big deal out of that, and that was not. I don't think it was very good.
Yeah, there's
The whole thing hasn't been really good.
Yeah, well, I think, and that's the thing is, I think this book, this is going to be a good read. Like the books that Hickman put together is going to be.
Yeah.
That's a solid read.
I can't. You've read all of them already?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we always talk about issue 19, 18 and 19, the Vault issue.
Does my shit, dude. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Hell yeah. That was probably the highlight of the whole thing, I think. And that I loved his little bit in Ten of Swords with Amenth and going there. Like, I loved all that stuff where they kept reusing the same Francis Lionel Yu art, which some people didn't like, but I did like it. Like, they just kept going back to it, but there was different narrators going over, telling the story differently. I thought it was cool as shit. Like, Hickman's bit in that was fire.
He's a unique storyteller, bro. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Hell yeah. Did you have anything else you want to show, Brian, or was that it?
No, that's it.
Babes, you got anything?
Oh, yeah, I got some stuff. I'll show some
Steph, man, you best pull something out, bro. I know you got something. Anything. It don't gotta be brand new. It could be just anything you've had for the last 20 years.
All right. So everybody knows it was Free Comic Book Day, so I did get some free comic books.
Nice.
Of course, I got the usual suspects, the Dark Crisis,
Hells yes.
the Judgment Day, which I think this is the one to have out of all the books because Blade's daughter makes the first appearance in here, I believe.
Oh, pick me up one.
I got the Venom Spider-Man one somewhere around here, but a couple of other ones that I thought were pretty cool. I got my video game ones, so I got Sonic.
That's sweet, dude. I would have got that one. Is that Knuckles on the cover?
Yeah, I like whoever did the cover.
And Tails.
Sick, bro.
All of them. Yeah, beautiful.
That's sick.
I got Bloodborne.
Oh, wow, they had a Bloodborne comic, bro?
My AMC
Dude.
exclusive for it.
Is this the first Bloodborne comic, or has there been?
Oh,
No,
I've never heard it.
This, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Titan had a series, a few years ago.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That game was
and
the
of
shit.
course, Street Fighter Blanca.
Nice.
Oh,
That
good.
one.
I love
Yeah,
Blanca.
Blanca.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Love Blanca.
Got a couple of cool reprints, right? So we got Primos #1 Free Comic Book Day version
Nice.
from AWA.
Where did I hear of that?
Upshot.
Oh, that was okay.
Then we got Barbaric #1.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the one I want. Yeah.
Free Comic Book Day version. Yep.
I think I got Barbaric.
I need to get the hardcover of that.
Red
Barbaric.
Sonja.
That was good.
Nice.
That's
Free
the facsimile,
Comic Book Day
right?
version. Yeah, I
Like
believe
we
so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1.
That cover is fire, bro.
That
I
is.
think it's very understated. Like
Which one's which? You can tell by the
Yeah.
weapons.
the weapons, yeah.
The weapons. Got a couple of cool little, I guess, series that are coming out in the future. You got this one called Kaiju #8.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
Which
I
is
like
some,
the contrast with that.
manga kind of thing. I don't know. I thought that was a pretty cool cover. Got Electric Black.
Oh, that's a horror.
cool.
That's like I think that's a horror anthology series. I've been wanting to get into that.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's why
got
that's a
one.
series that's been going. It's like mini series, but I believe it's like a horror series. I know it's some type of horror series.
Yeah.
For contrast to that, I got
Well,
Super
yeah, I
Pets.
wanted
Yo, that's a
that,
fire
bro.
guy. Yeah.
I wanted that.
Me too. Yeah. Bro.
Crypto on the cover. They're looking great. Looking like a Pixar animated.
Right, with a shit-eating
dog.
grin, like he just shit in your slippers or something.
Like he just fucking
Oh.
shit
Yeah, I
his
did.
slippers and made 20 mil for standing in a voice box.
Then I found these two interesting pickups. This is Neverland, right?
I've never.
Looks like some
Bro.
cartoon
Tom
thing, but if
Taylor,
you
Tom
look,
That
Taylor.
looks dope
Tom
though.
Taylor.
Dude,
So,
that's a
I was
sleeper
like-
then, bro.
That's new.
Yeah.
That's like something that's just coming out now.
Yeah, never
Yeah,
heard
I've
of
never.
this.
Yeah.
Dude,
Never
Tom
heard of this.
Taylor is not one
I
of
saw
those
Tom
guys,
Taylor
man.
on it. I said, let me pick it up. I think it's a children's book because it says, if you look here, it's like penguin. There's a penguin there, so I think it's
Right.
some sort of
Oh.
like.
What if that's like a take on like the Neverland Squad from Peter Pan and stuff, like the
Right.
Neverland gang?
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That's kind of dope.
Damn,
though.
bro.
That's gonna
You
be
just sold
fire,
me on
bro.
Yeah.
I tell you, bro. And the last one that I want to show off is the Bone Orchard Mythos Prelude.
Nice.
Yo, I
Jeff
didn't.
Lemire.
Yeah.
Jeff Lemire.
I think that's the well that and
Okay.
the Marvel one that would be and then Ninja Turtle top 3 I would want, bro.
There you go.
Oh, dude, I need that.
You know, Lemire and Sorrentino
That's
can't
a
go
horror
wrong.
too, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, the Bone Orchard. I don't know if this ever came out from them before, but hey, man, this is
No, I think that's new.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the
a
Gideon
prelude,
Falls.
like kind of like the fire starter, fire flower.
That's their they're like creating their own. I think it's like a shared horror universe that they're gonna make.
Something.
Oh wow.
But, you know, Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino, you can't go wrong.
Dave
right?
Stewart too.
Hell no.
Oh, yeah, it's like Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. He just makes good teams with these people.
Yeah.
And to close it out, I got 3 new Transformers figures. You know, I collect Transformers figures, so they came out with the new Legacy line, which is basically a continuation of War for Cybertron. But anyway, I picked up Skids.
Skids.
Nice
What
G1 character here. Turns into like a 80s SUV type of thing.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah,
That's dope,
not
yeah.
really sure.
Cool, dude.
Yeah.
Do any of them turn into mail trucks?
Nah, they're not that cool. They're not that cool. Then I got this one. This one's pretty cool. This guy is Drag Strip.
Oh, he looks fire, bro.
Do you know all these guys? Like, do you know them?
Yeah. This guy actually, he's part of a combiner. So if you know anything about Transformers, they have these combiners where 5 or 6 robots come together to make one big robot.
Yeah.
This guy makes a guy named Menasor. He's the arm. So this is pretty cool because when you collect all 5, you can actually build them.
Yo,
nice.
Awesome.
Now, would you do that?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have to take them out for that. Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Nice.
when I decide to display them, I will definitely combine them, and that's how I'm gonna display them.
Nice, dude.
Oh yeah,
That's fun. That is a little fun aspect to collecting those I never thought of.
Yeah.
Like you've done that before. You have a set that you've built like a Megazord thing.
The one that is the most famous is probably Devastator. It's the Constructicons, the construction vehicles that all form that one big guy in the movie. He's probably the most famous one. Him right now, it's about $400 aftermarket, because if you missed it, you missed it, that kind of thing. So this is cool because I get to get in on another combiner at under $100 or so, right? Because these are only 20. Yeah. These are like $20.
Right.
So
that's cool.
And lastly, a character that I had always wanted from G1. They finally decided to make a proper version of this guy. He's always sucked as far as I'm concerned, even his original toy. But great character, was in the movie as well, and that's Kickback. Yeah, Kickback. He is an Insecticon.
I was just gonna say, is that a fly or something? Okay,
he turned into a grasshopper.
Yo, that's kind of dope. That's dope, bro.
So this guy's awesome. Yeah, the Insecticons, they're awesome because like they eat metal,
Ooh.
right? That's what they do. They eat metal, so they're kind of dangerous, right? You don't want them around. They'll
Termites.
eat your. Yeah, they're basically transformer termites.
That's sick.
So yeah, love these guys. I'm
Hell
so
yeah.
happy to have this guy. And yeah, that's my haul for the week, man.
That's awesome, dude.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude. Great haul. Steph, you got one thing?
Yeah, I got a few things.
Dude,
You
yeah.
should let me go first since it would have been a lead into Fable, but no.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
You sent me an AOK. You said something. It's newish, but you sent me an AOK earlier, so I just grabbed. One of them is upstairs still, but I grabbed some of my favorite covers that he sent me. I was a big fan of the Alienated series.
Hell
He
yeah.
sent me some sick variants for that shit.
Oh, hell
The
yeah.
Gokiones.
That
I'm a
is
big fan of
sick.
Chronicle. The glare, bro.
Yeah.
But,
It's a
yeah,
good movie.
that's just gorgeous. I love the
Yeah.
colors.
I love that. I love that miniseries. Alienated was great.
Yeah. I caught up to it late too, but once I
That's
read it, I
a
was like,
beautiful
man,
cover too.
Mhm.
kind of looks like Samney, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is, but it kind of looks like him. And this was my favorite of the bunch.
Nice.
The
Nice.
Christian Ward. That's
Yeah, that one is awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. It almost looks like a Peach Momoko like background.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
a little bit, not as intricate.
And then I like this one. This is runner up. This was fire.
Oh yeah.
I
Nice.
recently read the first issue of this, and this was a fun series. Killock. That was the one that's upstairs. That was a dope first issue.
Killock.
Killock
So
is
good.
great
Yes.
too, bro. Killock
I'm,
is so good. The guy who
Kinda
writes
gave me-
it does all the drawing, coloring, everything.
Oh
He does
wow!
the entire fucking book, bro. It's
Is there two series out of it, or is it just one?
I
Yeah.
think
There's a
he's
series out
finally got
right
another-
now.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's got a new, and I'm happy for him, bro, because that's like a passion
Yeah.
project. It is.
Yo,
Dude.
yeah, I could feel that. It kind of reminded me of, if you guys ever, I told Phil about it, but the animated movie 9.
Yes.
It's about like little robots that
Hmm.
get souls and shit. But if you've seen Love, Death, and Robots, it kind of seems like it would have been fitting for something on there too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If Robert Kirkman gets the rights to Transformers for Skybound Entertainment, I would love him to contract Livio Ramondelli to write the Transformers series.
Yeah,
Yo,
Because
he's done
his
artwork,
Killock
I
is
think,
amazing.
for it.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah,
it.
yeah. He is amazing. He's an amazing writer, amazing talent that I cannot believe is not doing anything.
Dude,
It's
his
funny you say that, 'cause,
Killock
like,
book is so good.
it's hard for me to, it's hard to sell me sometimes on, like, making like robots believable, caring about them as that. Killock, it feels like a thought out world and, like, thought out characters and shit like that. So I was
That,
extremely impressed with the first issue.
What was the name of that character in there? The one that's kind of swarmy.
I know you're talking. Yeah, always talking shit, and yeah,
He is
Yeah.
fucking amazing, dude.
I was gonna say he's probably my favorite
you-
character just because he's so witty, bro. Like,
Yeah. If you keep reading, if you decide to keep going and get the other 5 of them, because I think that's a 6
There's
issue
5,
right
okay.
there. If
Yeah,
you
it's
do,
amazing.
the way he's written, amazing.
yeah,
And the artwork, bro. The artwork
Yeah.
is insane.
yeah. It's
Dude,
very
it's so good.
It kind of reminded me of, like, it's painting, but those old fantasy paintings of, like, back in the day, it'd be like dragons, of like dudes going up against dragons and shit. It was like a series of paintings, like mythical paintings.
Yeah.
Right.
Kind of gave me like that vibe, but it was dope.
And you know
I
what's
could-
what's the crime of that series? That the covers are horrible.
They're not
Mm.
indicative of what's inside the book at all.
At
Yeah.
all. If you look at all 6 covers, I can tell why anybody would skip that on the shelf.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, I wish they would have gave him a better cover artist to sell, because a lot of more people would be talking about that. You want to talk about Stray Dogs and these little indie darlings, man? This book is better than Stray Dogs. This book is better than I would even say Layla Starr.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yes.
a style. Like I
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it.
Dude, I'm not gonna
good,
lie. For the last like 3 minutes, I've been thinking like, what fucking book are we talking about again? And I wasn't even gonna ask, but now that you just said it's better than Layla Starr, let me ask, what fucking book you talking about?
Killock.
Killock.
It's about
Killock.
4 different robots. Was it 4 or 5? 4. They get like a prison sentence, pretty much, that if one of them dies, they all die. You know, so they kind of have to make a pact to kind of like
Right.
find a
And
way
it's
out
like
of this
4 or
almost.
5 distinct personalities, right? So they all have their own motivations and stuff. It's like if you took the Breakfast Club crew and tied them up that way. Like,
Nice.
you know,
Is
how
it a
crazy
mini
different they
series
are?
or an ongoing?
Yeah, it's a
Mini.
mini.
But they got a
They're
new
on
series going.
yeah, it's on a second volume now. New series is just coming out.
Oh,
They're on the
nice.
like 3rd or 4th issue.
Nice, dude. Fuck, I have to
And
look
it's,
it
you know,
up.
it's real cool because they kind of make a line early on in the book saying had there been like maybe 1 or 2 people with that, like people, if in a situation like that, they can like bond to go. But when you got more than 2 people, there's like too much clashing. And so eventually, no matter how hard they try, they're going to die because there's too much clashing going on.
Right. That's
But yeah,
interesting.
for first issue, man, I was really sold. I was God
That's
damn it.
cool.
Yeah.
You'd almost think 3 would be worse than 4. Because then you can get, if you
Right?
can figure out a twosomes. People do. It's like, dude, that's what we started backstage. I was asking you guys if you watch Survivor. That's what it's like. Here's what's so interesting about that goddamn show is that they'll have these people, they've got these groups and they're together and they're making alliances. And then like they'll have some challenge where, oh, you guys get to go and like eat dinner together, but we're gonna take you and put them together. Humans can't fucking help. They can't help but break their alliances because we just bond with other humans. We can't help it. Like that's an interesting bit.
Some psychology going on.
Survivor. It is. It's all about my new obsession. Embarrassing, but it's true. It's brilliant.
Jojo. So I'm gonna show you what I got this week. It's only 2 things. I picked up this Larry Cohen Scream Factory Blu-ray, Full Moon High.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
This is actually going out of print from Scream Factory, so they won't be putting this out anymore. So I had to pick it up before it was too late. Because I've actually seen this. Have you seen Halloween H2O? The guy that Lori was messing with in that movie, he actually plays like the Wolfman, it's kind of like a Teen Wolf, but it's different. Like I thought it was gonna be kind of like a Teen Wolf thing. The only thing is that he's a teen, like a high school kid, and he's like similar to like a Teen Wolf, but the movie is totally different. But
is it like
it's
not
fun.
as comedic as okay.
I honestly, man, I've only seen it one time.
Okay.
So I don't really remember as much, but it's something where like when he turns into a wolf, he's like trying to chase down like beautiful women or something.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
but it's a Larry Cohen film, and Larry Cohen, he did like The Stuff, Q the Winged Serpent. Trying to think what else did he do, but The Stuff is one of his most recognizable. I'm trying to think what else did he fucking do. But I also got a package from freaking Full Moon. I told you guys about that subscription service.
Is that?
And
it's the dealio you were talking about last week.
Like
Nice.
horror Happy Meal.
Yeah.
A horror meal.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, dude, this is $180 box set, bro.
No
and
shit.
I got it for $65. Plus, I still got to order 10 more.
That's crazy.
Is that like Thomas the Train Evil or?
And the artwork on this is really good too.
Yeah, that's weird.
So that's like the front. Where
Is
like
that that art from something specific?
Just maybe like the movie, if anything. I don't know.
Which
But it's
movie
like
is this again?
so and this
That's
is
what
like
I'm wondering. Yeah.
Which movie is this from?
Evil Bong.
Evil Bong.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was a movie. I thought it was a brand.
Dude, it does look like Thomas the Train, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Evil Thomas the
Oh,
Train.
yeah, I forgot. See, I just showed you this instead of like showing you. So yeah.
Wow.
So
I want to check that one out too. Oh wow.
Whoa, wait a minute. How many of these things are there?
Dude, there's 8 in here, and they're making a 9th one right now, I think.
What the shit?
But one of these is like a spin-off film. So technically, there's 8 Evil Bong movies. But there's 7 Evil Bong movies. They're making the 8th one right now. The 8th one, the trailer just dropped. But then there's a spin-off movie in here called
What is the spin-off called?
Ouija's. It's like Ouija's.
Weed, jeez, yo,
Yeah.
yo, bro.
But
Is
dude,
this like a comedy horror?
Is
yeah,
there
it's a
Bong or
comedy.
some
It's
shit?
like a comedy, stoner horror flick. It's like a comedy stoner
What?
film. Like
Is that
like imagine Half Baked, but then like the Bong fucking like
Oh,
Yo, the cursed
okay.
bong.
the Bong
I see
is
it now.
cursed and kills you.
nice? I
Is
see.
that a
I mean,
Ouija
It's the
board
same-
on the
it's
bottom?
the same company that does Puppet Master and Ginger Dead Men and shit.
That's
Ginger
Tommy
Dead
Chong,
Man.
right? That's on the cover
Yeah,
there.
Tommy Chong is in the first one.
Nice.
That's it.
Oh,
And he's honestly only in it for like 5-15 minutes.
I
But
can
dude, I didn't
understand
even
why.
see that. I didn't even see there was artwork on the inside right here.
It's cool.
I never noticed when you opened it.
Now,
What
what
are
is
those
the
people on
quality
the
of
side?
these films?
Huh?
Because for there to be this giant franchise that 3 or the 4 of us have never heard of, how good is it? Like, is it?
Dude, I love that. I've only seen the first 3. I've only seen the first 3, and I love the first one. The first one is fucking hysterical.
What year did it come out? First one.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the.
Probably some
Bobby.
80s joint.
Bobby's like fire.
Yo, I
Uh,
smoke. Yeah, hell yeah.
oh, this is.
Look at
It's
that
crazy.
cover, that's crazy.
2005 Evil Bong.
No
It's
shit.
crazy that they put this
Yo.
box set out, and they're doing the last. It said this last 8th one is going to be the last one, and they did the box set before they like put the last film out. And
Wow.
the way
Did they
set
save a
this set up,
slot?
I thought,
Yeah,
though,
right.
you can't fit it here. There's like indents. where you
Empty
can't- so you
space.
can only fit movies in the middle. I thought it says that you can add like they're like, oh, you could add more movies or whatever you're hiding from your mom, but you could only you can't fit.
Oh, it's got a stash.
It won't fit.
Oh,
Are you sure
wow.
there's not like a trap door to get in that bitch?
You
Where
could
you're supposed to
probably
hide
rip
your
it out.
stash?
You could probably rip it out of anything, but there's not a
There's-
stash.
They're trying to double up. They're gonna get you to buy the next box.
Yeah,
set
yep, the
once
final
you get
edition.
the 8th
Well,
one.
I'm
Yeah,
not. I didn't buy it, dude. This one was so cheap, bro. So
right.
Yo, what the?
King Bong 2.
What?
Yeah, the artwork throws me off because
King Bong.
it reminds me of
In 3D.
like some 80s shit, bro. Yeah, like that
No, it's,
2005 you said, bro. Like
it's in 3D if you're stoned.
Oh,
yo.
What?
Evil Bong 3, The Wrath of Bong.
Is that the guy from? Is that Stifler or what's his name?
No.
Sean William Scott.
Oh, it did look like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
First evil.
You ever
Wow.
see Ginger Dead Men?
Ginger Dead Man.
Gary Busey played Ginger Dead Men in the first one.
He would.
Oh my
What? Yeah, right? Yeah.
Wow, bro.
Evil Bong 420. Of course,
Bruh.
you gotta do 420 for the 4th
The
Yo.
tie dye. Yo. This is
Evil Bong.
crazy.
High five. I can dig it. I can dig it. That I like the wordplay.
Bro, why you never did these on the horror show?
Right? Yeah, I've never heard of these.
Dude, well, because I just got this on. I just got the set. Evil
What does
Bong
that say on the bottom? What does that say on the bottom of that one, Dylan?
What?
That one, the front. What are those things on the bottom? What does it say? Are those jars? What does it say?
Bong. Oh, they're like, yeah, they're jars, and one says ginger weed because they add this like ginger.
Bong.
They had this ginger weed character in, and then this one I think says Bong Zonka. It's just it looks like a bazooka, like a bongzooka.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm with Verna. What are the qualities of this movie? Are they like?
Evil Bong 777.
Just from
The
looking
new
at the
one
cover,
is
they
more
look like they're like porn quality.
See, that's that new Gingerweed character right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my.
He's like getting bitches and shit in the beginning.
Ouija.
This one looks cool though.
Mhm.
Dude, it got like it's gotten a lot of good, like a lot of people seem to really like this one. It's totally different, like creatures though. Like this is like a spin-off film or something, and I guess it's like a stoner comedy, but it has totally different characters, totally different creatures. So I don't know why they put this in here. They should have just done. Honestly, man, when they fucking do when they do the 8th movie, I'm probably gonna just take this out and put the 8th Evil Bong movie and put it in there, and take this out since it's not even an Evil Bong movie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That makes sense. Maybe
Get you a
that's why they
custom
did it.
slip.
Yeah. It's weird though. Don't maybe it does show the Evil Bong chick though on the back.
This is crazy.
That's the
Maybe-
only thing.
Maybe just so you know.
Maybe.
For the
Did the
layman.
Killer Clowns people make this one? It almost feels that way.
It says in the tradition of Empire Pictures' 80 classic horror comedy Ghoulies comes director Danny Draven's outrageous monster mash Ouija's. It's Halloween night in Las Vegas, and 3 enterprising young ladies are throwing a bud bash party. But when the mysterious Baroness introduces them to the Ouija board, they play a game that opens a portal beyond our world and unleashes a freakish gaggle of party-loving nightmare creatures from beyond. Before
These
Halloween
ass
night is
gaping
over,
holes.
the unwitting guests will have to fight for their right to party and put the Ouija's back in the board before midnight, or end up sucked in the netherworld forever. Which netherworld is actually another movie that they did. So I wonder if that ties into that. But yeah, dude, I look forward to going back and finishing these movies, man. Cause I really do like if they made this many, they had to have been doing something decent where they're at least like funny as fuck or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, for sure.
but I did honestly, dude, I really did think that the first 2 were funny. The third one, I was getting a little like, so I had watched them all in a row. So I was like, by then I was like, you know, I was kind of getting ready for bed. So I got up to the third one and then I crashed it. But I didn't know it goes Evil Bong 3, then Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong. So I'm gonna watch that one next. But it's cool too that they make all together. They make like a picture.
I do. I love that.
It's a really cool thought out set, man.
I mean, like same as that essential set I had last week. Like they put art every spot that you could put art. It looks it looks great. It's high quality.
I love, dude. It's regularly $180.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
$180. I paid $65 for a year subscription, a full moon, so I can watch this in every full moon movie they've ever made, which is great for reviewing stuff. Me and Robbie had it last year. We both did, but we should have reviewed more stuff. Honestly, we probably only reviewed like 2 full moon movies, sadly. But $180 plus I can order 10 more Blu-rays, which I'm gonna, and those are like $15 to $16 a pop. So, dude, it was the biggest clutch. Like full moon doing that is the best, bro. Like, and you can always get $65 and a year subscription of their service and 10 Blu-rays, or you get the Puppet Master box set. That's a good ass deal, bro. That Puppet Master box set goes for like $120.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
That's what I got last year, but since I got the Puppet Master box set, I'm gonna just fucking get the 10 Blu-rays. But dude, I always wanted to get that fucking chest. There's like a Puppet Master chest.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm honestly blown away by this because I was like, I didn't know how cool it was gonna be, but I was just like 180. That's crazy. Because dude, I mean 9, like, dude, that's like $20 a piece for the Blu-ray. I mean, the box is worth it though. The box is really nice, but it's like, I don't know, man, but it's nice for sure.
Mhm.
I could see why they were doing a promotion but the first 200 came signed by Charles Band, so they must have sold more than 200.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, just 180. I could never imagine myself spending 180 on this, but 65 for this.
Right.
Dude, I'm getting 9 Blu-ray. I'm getting 19 Blu-rays and a year subscription for $65.
Right.
That's what, yeah.
And a really cool art box for the
Right.
Evil Bong. So now I got the Evil Bong set. I got the Puppet Master set, and I'm about to order. I'm trying to debate on my last 2 Blu-rays because I have like 12 movies in my cart, and I can only get 10. So I'm trying to debate which one I want to go with.
Yeah, that shouldn't take long.
No, that's gonna take long.
Sometimes you wonder, like, where are the fans of these movies? Where are the fans of these genres, these niche genres?
Yeah.
Obviously, they're
They're
out
there.
there because they made $180 set for
Right.
this movie.
There's one right there.
So,
That's
there you
the.
go. My boy Dylan.
That is wild, though.
That's awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna watch that. Like,
Oh,
Evil
definitely.
Blu-ray.
I'm watching the first one.
Yeah.
One.
2005. Wow. That box artwork makes it seem like some 80s joint, but I'll check it out for sure.
It's fun, bro. It's funny as fuck. It's just stoner cheesiness. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's so funny though. Because when I threw it on, I just was like laughing so hard, bro. I think I threw it on like 422 or something like. So it was perfect,
Very
bro.
fitting, right?
Yeah, you'll have fun with it though, definitely. So, you guys got anything going on? You guys want to throw out there before we get out of here?
Blame Fable.
Playing Fable.
Yeah.
Back
Next
up and
Sunday.
running.
Not this Sunday, but next Sunday, the 16th. Blame Fable tonight with Missing Link and Big Herm return, Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, as the official lead-in show to Rock and Robbie Live, which is also returning May 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Our first guest will be Comic Man Andy, which is going to be awesome. He's a great YouTuber in the comic book community. And our first, the movie we're going to be reviewing is Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Speaking of stoner movies,
Bro.
I love that movie, dude.
Yeah, join us Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, for a good time, guys. We're back.
That's
man.
a fun one. We should do more movies like that.
I love that and Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, man.
You might have just inspired a channel.
Blame Steph.
It's gonna be Verno's stoner comedies, and we'll just fucking hang out, and watch stupid comedies, and talk about it. Be like, dude, how about that time that he said this? Fucking hilarious.
Yo.
Yeah, bro, that's gonna be fun. That will be awesome. The Evil Bongs from Outer Space, that'd be a good one.
You got anything going on with Brando stuff?
He had he lost his dog a few weeks ago, so he took some time off from that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was very sudden.
Man.
That sucks. It's the worst shit.
It is, dude.
So I don't think he said something about maybe like this week or next week, but it's probably around the same time. Blame Fable. If not this Wednesday, probably the following Wednesday after that. We're gonna be back on the grind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
on the grind, bro.
People don't understand sometimes. That's like you know, that's if you're not an animal person, you really don't understand. It's your family, you know.
Straight
See
up.
someone,
Straight up.
yeah.
It's the worst shit I went through in a long time, dude. A few years ago, yeah,
Bro.
big time.
Straight up, bro. It's like you're straight up family, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh yeah.
It sucks that they don't live like that long. So like, you know what I'm saying? So like, you're always gonna have to say goodbye before,
Yeah.
you know.
And
So,
I told myself a few years ago I was done with pets, and I've gone through some, well, not quite a few, but you know, here I'm always gonna have an animal, you know.
I got to, bro. I got
Yeah.
to, bro.
Me
They're
too.
just too good, man. They just
Right.
make life better, bro.
Yep.
Like for real. Like when I'm in at the worst moments, and like you know, you got
They
that
love
at
you
least.
unconditionally, you know. They're always,
Exactly,
yeah.
dude.
Mhm.
It's a blessing, man.
Mhm.
They're the best thing ever.
They can
Yeah,
be
just
so pain in
just
the
don't
That's
get
like
just don't
that's
get too
like
many. That's what I got.
Right,
I
yeah.
got too many right now. It's fucking. It's a problem.
it's like truly unconditional love. Like you know what I'm saying? Like even like your fucking mom gets mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But like your dog never. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like a loyal
For
dog
shit.
never.
Facts.
Well, how's work been, Fave? Or Vern?
It's been good, actually.
Yeah.
I was doing nothing but bitching about it for a while, but I'm in a groove.
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah?
yeah,
The
understandable.
mail is getting out, and I'm getting home. It's been good. It's been
Do
good,
you
man.
are you on like a time like clock in, clock out, or when you're done, you're done?
Once I understand it, I'll explain it to you, man. It's the United States government, and it's fucking weird. Now it's kind of like there's each route has an evaluated time, and it should take you this long to do this and that and that. And in certain circumstances, you get paid this. You get paid 8 hours no matter what. You can get done in 6 hours and you're good. You take 12 hours and that would suck, but you're still getting paid 8. So
Damn.
yeah, that's kind of how it is right now. But
Wow.
I just got on this like scale once I've been there for a while, and it's weird. But people don't realize if you see a mailman, that dude's in a fucking hurry. Don't try to chat him up. That dude is in a hurry. That woman is in a hurry.
Yeah. For shit.
At least here.
Damn, I feel bad now because I'm always tracking down my mailman.
Hey
I
man,
mean,
don't be
I'm kind of
burying
being
yourself
half
in
facetious.
comic book boxes.
Right. Well, it's I
Yeah.
guess only sometimes you're in a hurry because I've had moments where it's like, dude, I'm now working for free. Like that's just the way it's set up. But then there's moments where it's like, I'm at home fucking watching killer clowns from outer space getting paid because I got home a little early. So
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Pros and cons.
it works out.
Balances out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I hear that. But yeah, next week should be pretty fun. Firestarter.
Oh yeah. I'm stoked.
I was trying to do the bit, bro.
I didn't even know.
You know.
I was looking at Dylan.
Oh yeah, dude! Shout out George Perez. May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Legendary artist, man. Teen Titans, bro. Teen Titans wouldn't be what it is today without him.
Bro, Mount Rushmore. He's on there.
Him and Marv Wolfman. Was it? Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
George
him
Perez
and
and Marv Wolfman on the Teen Titans
Yep.
run.
Yep.
The new
One
Teen
of the-
Titans too. Wasn't it?
One of the
Yeah.
greatest event writers, right?
Yeah. Crisis. Yep.
Crisis
yeah,
and
he did
Infinity
He could just
Gauntlet.
Master
Did the
it.
covers
Putting
on all those,
so many
yeah.
different characters on the page at once, bro. Like,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
that's you know, it's
We did hear early this year too that he was sick.
Yeah.
So he
I
went
think it was
quick,
like back
man.
in like December or November or something like that.
Yeah.
Poor guy, man.
Mhm. And he just did that signing for CGC, that final
Really?
signing thing. Yeah. Yeah. I think didn't Nick get in on that?
They had to I think he was like doing some of it, and when he got the diagnosis they had to cut it short, so like they
I was
refunded
gonna say,
everyone. They
man, I'm
didn't get
sure it
to
got cut.
their money.
If we were that close to death, he was probably like
Yeah.
dying, man.
Right.
Like literally. sad, like, dude, sitting there feeling like garbage. Poor guy, man. Sad to see.
Yeah, definitely Mount Rushmore, man. His mark has been felt for sure.
Hell yeah. So yeah, check out Peacock this week. You can watch the original Firestarter with Drew Barrymore on Peacock, Bruno said, and this Friday is when the new remake of Firestarter will be coming out. Probably comes out at Thursday night at midnight, I would say. So
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Halloween came out, I believe, midnight Eastern time. So
It'd be funny if Zac Efron becomes the new Human Torch,
yeah.
Firestarter, right?
Ooh,
He's got fire powers.
is now I might sound foolish now. Is he in that movie, Firestarter?
The remake.
Yeah,
He
he's
is?
dead. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays
That's
the
funny.
father.
That's funny,
Okay.
dude. Because the dad of the original, he kind of like he's got a little bit of like a male model kind of look going on, but he yeah, that's interesting. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for it, especially after like, oh, okay, this is the premise of Firestarter.
Right.
This is not as simple as I remember it being. Like, if there's government agencies involved, there's shadow groups, there's like, it's a complex story. So I'm excited to see what they do with the new one and if they dumb it down or what it's going to be. But yeah, hopefully it's badass. And John Carpenter doing the score, so I'm super excited for that too.
Always look for the new one.
I hope it's good, man. I feel like if John Carpenter jumped on it, like I just hope he wouldn't just put his music on there, even if he thought it was a shit project,
Right?
just to do it. But I'm hoping because he had nostalgia wanting to direct it himself years before, and he was like, "Let me get in on this music." That's the most I'm excited for is the music.
Right.
But I do hope we get a decent movie at least, just something that's just a good watch.
I've got my hopes up, so tune in next
I
week.
believe the girl is a great actress. The little girl is a good actress.
Yeah, from the trailers I've seen, I was sold, man.
Nice.
I don't think I've seen her in anything else, but
I think she's done a few things though.
Okay.
She looks familiar. But yeah, so that'll be awesome. Thanks everyone, I guess, for hanging out tonight. Is there anything that you guys want to throw out there before we get out of here?
Be excellent to each other.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you said it best.
Oh shoot!
In honor of Doctor Strange.
I wonder if hold on before we go. I wonder if I got any horror news. Unless y'all just want to end it right now. Let's see, I might have 1, 2 things I could do for horror news. What is it? There's Sam Raimi says Universal is looking to bring Darkman back to life, and I've been hearing that Liam Neeson is actually like down to do it.
If they can't put him back, at least let him have a cameo. Like that would be,
or do a remake maybe.
Yeah.
How's he looking these days though?
Probably pretty old.
From the mind of David Cronenberg, Crimes of the Future, which has a trailer out with Viggo Mortensen and Kristen Stewart. Oh my God, you have to check it out. It is going to be an incredible movie. David Cronenberg's. Is it David? Yeah, David Cronenberg. I was thinking it was his son directing that, but that's it, dude. David Cronenberg hasn't directed a movie in a while. I didn't even. Dude, for some reason, I thought that was his son who was doing that. But that makes total sense. Oh, my God, bro. I cannot wait for that. Body horror, bro. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
That
Video drone.
insane. It kind of reminds me of, what was that book? Was it I Breathe the Body? I think it was. It kind of reminds me of some shit like that, bro. I think that's what it was.
That was the name of a book. I Breathe the Body.
There's this
I missed it.
horror book. Original Monsters star Pat Priest joins cast of Rob Zombie movie. They said they got the original Chainsaw actor Ed Neal is voicing the Hitchhiker in Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. The original Hitchhiker from TCM. The Nun 2 plot details teased an official casting call, which that's crazy. I can't wait for a Nun 2. Sam Raimi promises Evil Dead Rise a terrifying return for the franchise. And they got the original nun lady coming back to play. And Halloween Ends CinemaCon footage. Here's a full breakdown. Damn.
That's a thing. They're doing another Evil Dead thing. That's
yeah, they're doing another Evil Dead Rise. Yep. Yeah, and but Bruce Campbell, I think, is producing it, and so is Sam Raimi. But they're
is Raimi's not directing it though?
I don't think he's directing it, but I think he's producing. But I know Bruce isn't even starring in it or anything. It's going to be like a girl.
Oh, that's a question for you guys. You guys have seen Multiverse? You saw Multiverse of Madness, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, here's a spoiler. I don't know if you guys care for it. It's Bruce Campbell in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Man, if you're a Sam Raimi fan,
I think he's going to be in Sam Raimi until the day, one of them sadly departs, They have a good rapport.
Straight up.
But that's fine. I didn't know what you were about to say, but I can handle that.
No, yeah.
No,
now you just look out for him.
Definitely go see the new Doctor Strange. Sam Raimi puts his touch on the MCU with horror, and it is fucking awesome, bro. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts on it next week.
Yeah, hopefully
you've seen it.
I will. I'll see it by next week. Have Steph, you seen it?
Not yet. I'm gonna. Yeah, same as you. I'm gonna see it by next week for sure. Though.
Hopefully we have a little chat.
I'm thinking about going to see it again tomorrow or Monday, man. Because I saw it Thursday, but I'd love to see it one more time.
Definitely.
I
usually always go see those twice.
Yeah, me too. Same.
I didn't see the Batman, but I'm glad they slapped it on HBO.
No, man, I saw the Batman twice. You didn't see the Batman at all,
No, I didn't. I didn't see it for a second time.
Oh,
Anna didn't love it. Anna was like, take it or leave it.
It was better in a rewatch for me.
Was it? Good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm trying to make time. Did you look at these run times and you're like
3 hours?
I've been wanting to rewatch it too. I've only seen that once in the theater. And it's on HBO and it's like, dude, 2 hours and 50-some minutes. It's like,
both movies,
shit. That's
the same thing that's deterring me. Because
right.
I had
the remake of Chapter 1 is in 3 hours. Chapter 2 is 3 hours.
Yeah, almost. The first one's like 2:15, and then I've seen the first one like 150 times, but still, there's something in me that's like, well, I can't just. It's been like a year since I've seen it. I probably should watch 1 into 2.
Yeah.
So it's like a commitment. You need a week to pull that off.
Just watch the second one, man.
I think I will. I've listened to that Bill Hader interview that he's doing on that this podcast. He's like, he doesn't take it seriously in the least bit, his role in that movie. But
yeah.
Did anyone watch Barry?
I've seen a couple episodes of
me too.
1. I never really got into it though. At first I was trying to.
Right.
Did you watch
it? But I just like that. Waiting week to week, I just always lose interest, man. Unless it's like a Marvel show or like it's got to be something I'm like so in love with, you know what I'm saying, for me to like watch it week to week and patiently wait, because I'm just not patient like that,
Right. For sure.
But House of Dragon did get a trailer, which that looks kind of interesting. You got Matt Smith. He's playing one of the main Targaryens.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Make sure you guys go check out Peacock and watch the original Firestarter and the new Firestarter this Friday. and meet us here Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, and let's talk about it. And we will catch you guys this upcoming Saturday. Thanks again for hanging out. Peace out, y'all.